If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They
don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the sauce with the show, man. Till then, his iPhone open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side flag. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Howdy, boy! I still don't know if I'm comfortable with that. I still don't know. Man, it's good to be back, everybody.
Is it?
It is, dude. It is. It is good to be back. It is game night, game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final with your Cats up 1-0, 3 wins away from Lord Stanley. Goosies. And our guy, Sergei Bobrovsky.
Oh, my goodness. Dude.
All this talk about the talent of the Oilers. Oh, they got a lot of firepower. Not when you're facing a brick wall.
Dude, you know what I realized? Like, I thought so when I was watching them play Dallas. That Connor McDavid is fast as hell.
Yeah, not fast enough, though.
No.
Not fast
No,
enough.
they're swarming him, but
Not fast enough.
holy smokes.
Even the great one is out here talking about Bar. He's like, oh, this McDavid's got his hands full with Barkov. The great one, Leroy. That's Wayne Gretzky, Marcos, just so you know.
No, okay.
Just so you know.
I was like, why is The Rock commenting?
No, it's not the not
Okay.
the Rock. Why would the Rock give it? No. It's
It was just
Wayne Gretzky.
Yes.
He's like, oh, McDavid. Well, hands full.
Barkov, man. Defensive.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good. These Cats, they're good. You know, look, everybody has been rooting against the Cats every single round. This national
I
media,
had no clue.
they hate us,
Wow.
which goes in line with every great South Florida team.
Yep.
Hurricanes, Heat, Dolphins last year. You talk about all these teams that everybody wants to see fail. The Cats are right there with everybody. They hate Tkachuk's face.
Yep.
They hate the fact that a Florida team is back in the Stanley Cup and now 3 wins away from hoisting it. They're dying for the Edmonton Oilers. Please break Canada's curse. Just like they were with the Rangers, just like they were with the Bruins. I don't know what people's thoughts were with the Lightning. I mean, we hate their guts.
Yeah.
So I didn't need to go for that one. I hated them.
Yeah.
But they are wishing on the Panthers' downfall.
I think they're starting to just hate Florida.
Maybe.
How can the nicest place for vacationing win all the ice events in this country?
I love it. 5 straight in the Stanley Cup. It drives them crazy. But this one even more so because they hate the Panthers and they hate Tkachuk and they're dying for this Connor McDavid to hoist Lord Stanley. And Bobrovsky says, "Niet."
Muchas gracias.
Exactly, dude. I love him so much. I'm so proud of him. We had the whole Tobin crew there on the couch,
Oh, my
cheeks on the
goodness.
couch,
Yeah.
cheeks on the couch, and they know one thing in this household:
Hey.
we stand for Sergei Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
At least you had him dressed for bed.
Yeah.
What
No bedtimes in summer.
is it? No. What is it? What is he? The Hulk?
I think it was a Minecraft PJs.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Minecraft. He's really into Minecraft right now.
Oh,
But my
goodness.
God,
Mm.
what a job by
I
Bob.
mean, dude, it's frightening how good Bob has been because I see these breakaways and I'm like, oh my goodness. He has been, can I just say this? For the struggles that he has had when he first got here, he has made up for it and then some
Oh yeah,
with some of his heroics in the last year and a half.
Absolutely.
He like, and everybody that talks about the Panthers and talks about how well they're doing is just blown away at how good Bobrovsky has been.
Yep.
And it's not just us down here. Everywhere.
Man.
First thing they say is, goalie's pretty good, right? Like, I mean, they can't. I mean, you hear them before the game, after the game, and the first thing they said, can you get a puck past Bobrovsky?
Let's hear a little bit from the parties. Headlines brought to us by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford!
We know trucks.
All right, so here is the man himself, Sergei Bobrovsky. This is him with ESPN after the Game 1 victory. Cats win 3-0, a 33 save, a shutout from Sergei. Here he was with ESPN after the game.
Sergei, 32 saves, including a handful against the best player in the world. What was tonight like from back there, from your perspective?
Yeah, they obviously have an elite offense. You know, it was a really hard game. So they're really smart players, and it was a fun challenge.
Was there a moment today or save that you made where you know, okay, tonight's going to be a good night for me?
No, you can think that way against those guys. You know, they are really, really good, really smart, elite players, and you can be satisfied with any of the saves.
How are you guys staying so humble in this moment where you have so much to be confident about?
It's, you know, we enjoy being here. You know, it's a great atmosphere to play hockey. You know, we enjoy being together and face that tough challenge. So it's a great start for us.
At the same time, how confident is your group right now?
It's only game 1, so it's a long series, and yeah, it's a great start.
Spasiba.
Yeah, Russian.
Too focused.
You're not going to mess with him, dude.
No way.
That building's going to be
You know what's
rocking
funny?
tonight.
If you listen to him talk,
Hmm?
you listen to all the players talk,
Hmm?
that's exactly what Paul Maurice says from game to game.
Yep.
Right? Not too high, not too low, understanding the task at hand, how physical it's going to be, how much harder the next game's going to be. And they just go out and do their work. It is, when you hear the Heat talk, from top to bottom, they're all saying the same things. Right? And they're winning. You know, they have been a successful franchise. When you look at Paul Maurice and how he talks and how the players talk and how they all are just one voice, and it's not strained, they all believe it. So, I mean, yeah, it feels good to watch it. I'm more than sure they have to be just so excited to just play hockey at this moment. But from the outside looking in, when you know that the message isn't forced, they truly all believe it. That's part of the reason why they're playing well.
Well, let's hear from our maniac with the glasses. Keeps it cool when he's in front of the microphone. Here's
Yep.
Paul Maurice on Bob's performance.
I think that's the game that over time most goaltenders are used to, the higher volume, more consistency in there certainly was that through the first 2. But that's truly the advantage for us of having a guy that's seen it all at this point in his career. He's had quiet times. He's had very, very busy nights, and he's clearly capable of operating at a high level in both.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's had to be in these games where it's like, all right, how many games was he going to get? 18 shots tonight, 20 shots tonight?
You have to refill his water.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not getting any action. I keep drinking all my water.
Oh, water's cold tonight. You think he drinks ice cold water? Or you think he drinks room temp?
I think it's.
And by the way, I know
boiling
it's
hot.
not water. I know it's a concoction that he puts together, but it's
Oh, I didn't know that.
whatever that
Yeah, like
concoction is.
No, it's boiling hot.
no,
dude.
because it's probably something with electrolytes in it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
let,
yeah.
me, let me explain something to you.
Is it vodka?
You know why you know it's not water?
cold blooded.
Mhm.
He doesn't squirt it on his face. He always drinks it. Right? A lot of
But do you
guys
think-
that drink water. But is it? No, it's got ice in it and it's cold. You think he's cold on that ice? He's hot as hell with all that equipment on.
So it's not room temp. Some people are
No!
not into cold water. Some people are into the room temp, and I think those people are weirdos.
Weird. Yes. Yeah. You give me a room
Yeah,
temperature
they say it's
person.
healthier.
I'ma
It's not
start-
healthier, dude.
Wait, when
Don't lie to
when
me.
you give me a room temperature person, I'm
Just
gonna start
10 for ice.
questioning your life choices.
Yeah, right? Like, room temp.
Oh yeah, no.
What health benefits are you
Exactly.
getting?
You
Let
just
me-
didn't want to put in from the.
And I hate
closet.
to say this, I don't want to throw Big Spoon under the bus.
Oh
No.
Here's how we prepare for bed, right? I got my little blue cooler. You guys have seen it. I brought it to work. I've had it forever.
Of course.
Fill it up with ice, fill it up with water, drink as much as I can before I go to bed, and then fill it back up. I can get it during the course of the night, ice cold, cool, refreshing. I don't care how cold it is in the room, right? Yep. She just grabs the water out of the package and just puts it next to her bed.
Ow.
Yeah.
She's tougher than you.
No. No. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I had I got one worse for you. I don't know if I told you this story. When I was a teenager and my uncle would take me out to golf with his friends. We had a guy, his nickname was Hat. I don't know why. Everybody had a nickname. His nickname was Hat. Right? And we get to like the fourth hole, and this is at 7:30 in the morning. We get to the fourth hole, and he reach in his bag and pull out a beer. Be like, is that Bill? I mean, is that the same 6-pack you bought last week? He said, yeah.
What?
He goes, I said, oh, you don't like it cold? We ain't have no ice and nom.
Oh,
I'm like, hey man, all right.
He does make a fair point. They did not.
Right? And I'm like, whoa. So
I mean, but
I
dude,
tell you what, I never asked him about that beer again.
Yeah, you want to talk about nasty, like warm beer? Oh,
right.
Don't
That's
they
what
do
I'm
that in,
saying.
like, London? Isn't that their thing in Europe?
yeah. I mean, like the Guinness isn't very cold. Like the stout,
Because it's too thick to get cold.
It's gross. All right. Let's hear from Matthew Tkachuk, who has already angered them. They have dirty. By the way, I didn't see any. Have you guys seen any breakdowns on Evander Kane's cheap shots on Matthew Tkachuk and breakdown? Have they wanted him taken away in handcuffs like they wanted
Did
what
they
about
break it down frame by frame?
I'm just asking. What about with Sam Bennett taking dirty shots? Do they want? Are the Oilers on the most wanted list? Are we breaking that down, or that only happens when the Panthers hit people?
That's just being physical.
I'm just asking.
It's for the Stanley Cup. That's just being physical.
I'm just asking. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just asking. You know, it's interesting. It's been very noticeable. The quietness from Canada has been very noticeable. Let's hear from.
It's not that they're quiet. It's too far away. They're 2,000 plus miles away. We can hear them.
He's just been unreal. His preparation, like you said, is incredible. His work ethic, his character, like everything you want in a teammate, especially a goalie. He is everything. Very impressed with the way he played tonight. Especially early. But honestly, throughout the whole night, he was really good, and he was there for us.
Very nice. What a performance. Yes, the Oilers did jump on the Cats early, and Bob said, no, not today. Dude. Sorry.
Goodness, that first period. Oof. Oh, my goodness. I'm like, wow. So you thinking, here's what I'm thinking, because I just said, I'm like, is it going to be like this for the whole series? Holy smokes. And the fact that they got out of that, and it kind of turned like, and they do this a lot. They start off almost like let's see where the other team is.
Yeah, it's very noticeable how much better they are as the game goes on.
Right.
Like even by the third period, I'm like, oh, this is Panthers hockey.
And as soon as they make the first change, I guess Paul Maurice gets them on the sideline and say, hey, guys, what did you think was going to happen? Like, they going to play physical and fast. What are we doing? All right, Paul, we got you. And then they just turn it up, right? And this happened. The only thing that has happened in the past is sometimes the other team scores, right? Now they're like 66, 0-4 when leading going into the third period. It's just like I've never seen a team get and sometimes it's twofold, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the thing I tell you about being a running back, right? They're going to hit you hard in the first and second and third quarter. And you might be playing the same way and not having any success. But if you continue to play the way you play, eventually they're going to get tired of hitting you. And that's kind of what happens with, like, they just wear the other team down.
Well, we got cat fever here. If you got cat fever, 305-567-0560. We will hear some inspiring words from the great one on Florida Panthers captain Alexander Barkov. Game 2 is tonight, 8 o'clock from Sunrise. You, of course, can hear that right here on 560 WQAM. Back with more for this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Good to be back.
This has the sound of like Queen in it, right?
I
Very.
believe it's a sample of an older song, but this is actually a band called Muse.
No, I know who Muse is. I know who it is,
I
but
know.
I'm saying it's very theatrical.
Yeah,
They're like
sure.
Queen. Queen was very theatrical.
Loved them. Good band.
By the way, the Panthers have tweeted out some extended hours for their Pantherlands. If you guys want to get some Panthers.
Oh, so you can get over there and get you a Tobin. It's for you.
What do you mean for me?
They probably put it on the. I'm gonna check when I pass by the arena. I'm gonna check.
How much more gear do I have to get my kids?
This is for you, Tobin.
Well, if you have your little Cats fans, which by the way, there's some. I got to get you these clips. These are hilarious cuts that swept the internet over the last couple of days.
Yeah, that's my guy.
But Pantherland at Fort Lauderdale War Memorial, their location, their new practice facility, 10 a.m. So now open until 7 p.m. tonight. If you guys want to get some Cats gear, and Pantherland at the arena, that is open today from 12, so noon until 5:30.
So right after the show, I could go over there and give me some.
Get some cat swag.
Hold on, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm cat swagged out.
What do you mean?
Oh,
that's funny you bought?
Oh yeah, dude.
Nobody ever said Pantherland was cheap, but they got great.
I got an amortization schedule for that.
There were there was a couple of Panthers fans on local news that swept that swept the internet this past week. First off, this was pregame. This was we saw this kid.
The game was at night on Saturday night. How liquored up were these people?
They're kids. They're not liquored.
Oh, kids. Okay, all right.
Disguised as you know, little people. I think these are kids. We saw this kid the entire time because he was right behind that nerd Edmonton coach. Yeah. And he reminds me of immediately when I saw this kid. His kid is behind the pan. He's right on the glass. So let me tell you something. Not warm down there.
Oh no.
He's right on the glass, shirtless. And it reminded me immediately. I don't remember if any Florida fans or Miami fans remember this, but Marlins Muscle Boy. You remember Marlins Muscle Boy, the 97 run? He used to sit by the bullpen, and he was like, I don't know, he was anywhere from 8 to 9 to 10 years old, shirtless, and he'd just be flexing. He'd be flexing by the bullpen pitcher just to intimidate them. So this kid was very noticeable. He sits there. He's got the backwards Panther hat on, no shirt, and he's just there talking bleep the entire game. 8 years old to the Edmonton Oilers bench. But apparently this kid got caught up. The local 10 caught up with this kid before the game, and Leroy, he's like Panthers Nostradamus. He knew exactly the game call and what it was going to be. 8 years old. This was Panther. I don't know if they have the kid's name up here or not.
As Panthers take to the ice, words of encouragement from an eager 8-year-old.
We're gonna beat them 3-0. It's easy. Cause who's gonna get past Bob? Like that's the real question.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Bryson Rosen. Love this kid. Get this kid on the Zamboni.
Hey,
got it.
Hey,
let him bang the drum.
He's not like Muscle Boy because he ain't got there. But that's a big old hat.
This kid, who's getting past Bobrovsky? Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had a couple of beers. He looks like
what?
He's intense.
I think he's just a couple juice boxes in.
Words of encouragement from an eager 8-year-old.
We're gonna beat them 3-0. It's easy. Cause who's gonna get past Bob? Like that's the real question.
He's right. And he was right.
Hey, you think that kid is going to grow up to have to need some anger management if he's like that at 8?
No, I love it.
Okay.
I think he's in a job.
I love it. This kid is amazing. Bryson Rosen, shout out. What a job of parenting by those.
Wow, pick the score and everything.
Nailed it, dude. And his exact thing was, and who's going to get by Bob? And the answer was no one, dude. Not McDavid with his stupid beard Band-Aid.
I got to tell you, it kind of looked like a young Tobin.
Hmm.
Like, look, pull it. Look,
As Panthers take to the ice, words of encouragement from an eager 8-year-old.
We're gonna beat them 3-0. It's easy. Cause who's gonna get past Bob? Like that's the real question.
I like how insulted the kid was by his question.
Hey, wait. An 8-year-old cannot be that intense.
I disagree.
Oh my goodness.
It's a blast from the past.
Whoa.
There you go. Marlins muscle boy.
Can somebody give him a sandwich?
What's his name? Randy in Lake Worth? Was that him? Oh, that was the question.
That was the question, yeah.
Hey.
Marlins muscle boy, dude. This kid is a legend. I love it.
Oh my goodness. 3-0.
This kid, by the way, if you're next to this kid and this kid's shirtless in a game and you're not shirtless, this kid's tougher than you. I just want you to know.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well,
I know that's a whine.
He'd be tougher than me. I don't need to be tough at a hockey game.
This
And
kid-
where them seats are, they weren't cheap.
This kid might as I'm gonna be honest with you. If I stress if this does get to a game 5, because Alonzo's got the drum tonight, but if this does get to a game 5, give this kid the drum for game 5.
Alonzo's got the drum tonight.
Alonzo Mourning's got the drum. By the way, shout out to Mike McDaniel. Great drumming.
Oh, Mike, that's who did the drum?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike McDaniel.
Nobody, everybody told me who didn't do it. Nobody actually told me who did it.
What?
In the chat.
No, I think JFig mentioned McDaniel did it.
Oh, but the way she did it, I didn't realize that it was he actually did it.
So we had this kid, and then we had another amazing kid who was with Giselle Espinales from NBC6, and she caught up with another fired up little Panthers fan. This is the best thing about championship runs, though. Like, you don't forget these things as kids.
No, because just like you remember Muscle Boy,
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
like
gonna remember.
you don't forget. And this kid was just as awesome, almost as
He looks like he's
as Bob kid.
You're here and supporting the Panthers. What does this mean to you?
This is a monumental moment in my life. I have been here since day one of my birth, 2011, and I just can't wait to see my team happily host the Cup. Wow! Let's go!
Oh my God, I love that kid. I'm all taking my new chip.
Wait. She didn't get a follow-up question. He was out. He's like, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with that mic. I'm gonna control the mic, and I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm out.
There's nothing better than local news with fans at championship games. It's the best, and everybody acting a fool. Like, it's my favorite thing. Of just
This is why I
everybody
don't have
acting
a chance
crazy.
on this show.
Why?
This is why I don't have a chance on this show. Because there's 18 to 20,000 Wild Heat Coyotes in that arena that are floating around the city in Sunrise near my house, right? I only got to deal with one, right? So, like, yeah, you can't win. You can't win.
You're here and supporting the Panthers. What does this mean to you?
This is a monumental moment in my life. I have been here since day one of my birth, 2011, and I just can't wait to see my team happily host the Cup. Wow! Let's go!
That's it. He's out.
This is the
Hey, he
greatest.
is out. She wanted to ask another question.
Wait. Nope, I'm out.
No, but wait. Oh, somebody said that kid had dead foot. But wait, why did the camera guy go down? Was that going to be her follow-up question? What happened to your foot?
I mean, he probably got upset. Like, probably when the Cats went down 2-1 to the Rangers. I bet he kicked a wall.
I'm glad.
But look, hey, look at he flexing.
I love it.
He
love it.
must not be by the glass though, because he got his shirt on.
No, that looks like he's outside Panthers land. He looks like he's by the store or something. I don't know where he is.
Oh my goodness. He
cow
said,
over
wait, but can I say this? How old was this kid?
Well, 2011. So he's what? He's going to be 13 or he's 13.
Okay. All right. Because I was going to say, kids don't use phrases like this is monumental.
Yeah.
Right? I was thinking, like,
But you know what? That's a great sports age, dude. Because it's just like,
I don't care. Wait a minute. Tobin,
Monumental.
I'm going to tell you.
Hmm?
I was 13.
Yep.
I have never in all those years said, this is the most monumental moment of my life.
Not even with Bobby Hebert?
No, that was after. I was when, listen, You have to understand, the Saints never had a winning record until I was at Michigan. So I never witnessed it in the city. In the city of New Orleans, I never witnessed my team with a winning record. And their first year of existence was the year of my birth. So while he's talking about 2011, I had since 1968, and I had to go all the way to 86, 87 for my team to even have a winning record. Forget the playoffs. So yeah,
Steve says he was 13 when the Heat won their first title. That was monumental. Yeah, dude.
You didn't say that though.
You're here and supporting the Panthers. What does this mean to you? This is a monumental moment in my life. I have been here since day one of my birth, 2011, and I just can't wait to see my team happily host the Cup. Let's go!
Wait,
I can watch.
You know what the best part about that is? Everybody just kept doing what they were doing.
These little Panthers,
like nobody stopped. Nobody done. If you look at all the people around, take another bite of hot dog, take a sip of drink. Nobody did nothing. They just that's just
dude. I just need everybody. I need SVN. I need Channel 6. I need Local 10. I need all of you just to say who are the hopped up little Panthers fans that I could get another viral moment from, because this is the greatest.
Oh, you know they're gonna be out there. You know they're gonna be out there now.
Wow.
After that,
little Panthers TikTokers.
Oh my goodness.
Chip.
Oh, wouldn't it be something somebody said that? And we would be the only three that get it. If they just come in and say, Chip, I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Look at this kid. He's been intimidating the coaches for the entire run.
Look at him. Wait, they look related. The coach and the little kid. Look.
Maybe that's how he got so close.
Take to the ice. Words of encouragement from an eager 8-year-old.
We're gonna beat them 3-0. It's easy. Cause who's gonna get past Bob? Like, that's the real question.
Now,
nailed it.
You think his dad is standing behind him with a Bud Light and a cut off sleeves?
Definitely.
But wait, no. You know why? Wait, here's what you have to understand, Tobin. Here's the kicker.
Yep.
It can't be.
Why?
Because he's sitting up against the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Them some expensive tickets.
Maybe his dad owns Griff's. We'll take a quick break. I think my son saw him and he goes, man, that kid must be broke. You can't afford a shirt.
That's how kids think about it.
Trust me, dude. If he's sitting that close, he ain't broke.
No.
It's easy. Take a break. Back after this.
This
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Good to be back, everybody, from vacation, back from the mountains of Georgia.
Georgia. Nice. They do have quite a pretty scenic area. I went to Blue Ridge before.
Mm-hmm.
That was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Drank from the water.
Did you?
Yep.
Sure that was safe?
I'm a frog.
Fair point.
It was good.
Fair point.
Nice.
I actually got a lot of love for this. I was wearing my Panthers hat a lot up there, and there's a lot of people from Florida who are vacation up there. I think because of the everybody's out of school now, everybody's enjoying it. But people were I got some cat's nods up there.
Nice.
So people got cat fever. Did not get that very much in Atlanta.
Oh.
I went to Atlanta for 2 days. It was in the midst of a state of emergency. Because there's been major water issues in Atlanta.
Wow.
Because like main pipage has broken in Atlanta. So like leave it to my wife and I. We only wanted to go to Atlanta for one thing. She didn't even want to go to Atlanta. I was like, hey, if we're gonna go, can we go to Atlanta? Because I love aquariums. I know like you do too as Frog Boy.
No, definitely.
Hey,
they have
by the way,
they got an aquarium.
By the way,
yeah.
The first thing we did the first time we went to Vegas. Hey man, let's go to the aquarium.
Yeah.
So he's not kidding.
I love aquariums.
So all the things there is to do in Vegas, our first act was to go to an aquarium and be mad that we just missed the
piranha feeding.
Yeah,
I was a little jelly belly about that, but yeah, the Georgia Aquarium's like renowned, so I had to check it out. But we didn't know that we were going in the midst of a state of emergency in Atlanta, where like all the water is out. The aquarium was actually closed 2 days before we got there because they're like, yeah, we've been closed the last 2 days because our water doesn't work.
Wow.
But
so you were able to catch it, though.
Oh yeah,
wasn't it great?
Whale sharks, dude.
Whoa, they're
big.
Wow.
Really? How do they keep them housed in?
They have like a 70-foot tank, and they keep them they keep them up to like 25 feet, and I think they send them off.
Yeah. Okay. That tunnel where they're like swimming over you.
Yeah, it's cool, dude.
So good.
Love the Georgia Aquarium.
Yeah, really good.
But but the Georgia mountains were fun. Except I did have a hero cop like the last day.
Okay. Say, pull over and step away from your vehicle.
That's exactly, dude. So listen, the old love the mountains, okay? And so I was allowing this guy he was sitting there. We went to a restaurant, wife and I and the kids. We went out to a restaurant, and then we came out to this guy was still pulled over, and he was hobnobbing with his buddy at the candy shop, right? He wasn't working. Look, great. You're living in an area, Helen, Georgia. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of crime up there. Okay. Seems like a quiet little town. Good. Not, good to see as a night off. He can hobnob a little bit. So we're trying this town. Like there's like 4 people driving around at this point. There's nobody out on the streets. Everybody who's out there is out walking. So he's like, we're going back to our cabin. And he's like, pass me. I was like, all right, cool. He's letting me through, going past him around him. But as I get around him, this old man is trying to cross the street on his scooter. And, he's like 95 and his wife looks like she's 92. Come on, Vic Fangio, catch up. So I'm allowing Vic Fangio to cross the street, right? And I was just doing, but I guess I didn't see it. He claims there's a sign. I didn't see it, but he claimed that there was a one-way turn sign. I wasn't allowed to go left. So after I let Gertrude and Vic Fangio get across the street, I make a left. There's no traffic coming because there's no cars. And I make my left, no bigs, right? It's not like I'm on a one-way street. There is a lane that I could be in. I'm good. This dude hopped on the action so quick. He was so happy to have somebody to pull over that night in this little podunk town. And he, sir, you know why I stopped your vehicle? I'm like, no, actually, I got to be honest with you, officer. I don't.
This time I actually don't.
Actually, officer, I'm a little befuddled.
Oh.
I stopped, looked both ways like my mother once taught me, and no traffic. No, I barely saw a tumbleweed. you missed that no left turn there.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
all right.
All right.
Okay. All right. I missed a no left turn. He goes, you might have been distracted by me waving you along. I'm like, okay. Now he's taking
No, wait, he's taking responsibility for it?
He goes, you must have been distracted by me waving you through. And I said, actually, officer, I was distracted by the old man and old lady I was trying to let cross the street. He goes, license and registration, sir.
Okay.
License and registration. I'm like, you
dude.
kidding me, dude? What are you doing? He goes, and like, this is the thing. You know what? This is what annoyed me. You might as well just give me the ticket, because he sits back there.
He got to give you the lecture.
For 15 minutes, he's sitting in his stupid car, and I'm pulled over here. All the tourists are horrified because they see police lights that they haven't seen all week.
Wow.
And
he waited that corner.
And I'm just like, he goes, all right, Mr. Tobin, you going back to Florida anytime soon? I'm like, tomorrow, as a matter of fact. He goes, well, I'm going to give you a little reminder to drive home safe. I'm going to let you off with that with a warning. I'm going to let you off with a warning because I think I distracted you. All right. But
he couldn't have distracted you in 10 minutes less than the time that he took.
I don't understand why. He goes, but it's a written warning, so it's on record.
Oh,
all right. Well, congratulations.
I ain't coming back.
Congratulations, dude. So now I have a stain on my record in Helen, Georgia.
Did he have the hat, and did he put his hand on his hip when he came up to the car?
No, he was suited. He did not have a hat. He was like, he had the whole gear going, like in case a cow gets out of line and the cow starts a shootout. He was ready.
And what was everybody doing in the car? Because I know you had the kids.
My son was like, they were cracking jokes. I'm like, stop making.
I wonder where they get that from.
Like, Dad's going to jail.
Let's hear a little bit from a man who would never get pulled over in Helen, Georgia. He just flashed that smile, and that's Wayne Gretzky. You may know him as the father-in-law of Dustin Johnson. He had some great words to say about, he loves Barkov. Remember last year, Barkov had that sick play between the legs, and he goes, I don't know the greatest play I've ever seen. That's coming from Gretzky. So Gretzky yesterday, or 2 days ago on the post game, he was doing it for Sportsnet. That's a Canadian ESPN, basically. And he was saying that this Barkey, one of the all-time greats defensively.
But nobody knows it like you. So go back to your first two cup appearances. You're up against Brian Trottier. McDavid, it's against Barkov. So you lived it. What did you learn those first 2 years?
I just said to my wife sitting there during the first period, I said, number 16 is the best defensive hockey player I've seen since Brian Trottier. Wow. And I got Brian Trottier 4 games, and what did I get? No goals. And what did we get? No cup. So you learn from that, right? But listen, both of those guys are two great players, and Barkov makes an unreal pass, and he's good offensively too, like Trottier was. But Connor's got his work cut out against this young man.
I don't think he's ready, dude. I think Wayne Gretzky just told you. I don't think he's ready.
No way.
He ain't ready.
Well, he just said I faced him 4 times and got no goals. So that means they got swept.
No goals. Barkov was asked about this yesterday at the presser. Here was Barkov on Gretzky's praise.
My bad. I should have that up.
Oh, yeah.
No, I totally have it.
It's a natural follow-up. I understand.
No, I totally have it.
Alex, yesterday we had Wayne Gretzky on the show, and he called you the best defensive forward he's seen in decades. What does it mean to hear that kind of compliment from Wayne Gretzky?
Wow, yeah, I mean, it's coming from him especially means a lot. Everyone knows what he's done to the game of hockey, and when you hear stuff like people, special people like him say stuff like that, is obviously means a lot coming from like players or former players. So I appreciate that.
Oh, wow. That's Goosey's right there, dude. Goosey's. What a night. Game 2 tonight from Amerant Bank Arena. We will take a break. You guys can get in on the show, 305-567-0560 if you want to call in and have cat fever. Or if you have a hyped up little Panthers fan that's out of school now and they just want to scream about the Panthers, we'll take that too. 305-567-0560. Hour 2. We roll on right after this.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Vailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Our Tua of the program, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I just say this? I just received I just checked one of your texts you sent me.
Which one?
The first one. By spinning back fist. So I thought it was a spinning back fist. It was not.
Oh, you're talking about the little person head kick. I thought you would have liked that.
Dude. It was one kick. Boom. Oh,
You think what? You think just because they're little people it's any different?
No, I'm just
Can't believe you thought that, Leroy.
oh, this is on me.
He tried to gather himself.
No, twice. Dude, I don't know how to, because here, I didn't know how to feel or how to react, right? Can I, still, woo, because, or I don't know. Like, I think I kind of felt uncomfortable.
That they were even in that position?
No.
I mean, if they could do pro wrestling, why can't they play? Why can't they fight MMA?
That's right.
Yeah, that just made me
mad. Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Let's hear from Ricardo. Hey, Ricardo, how you feeling today, man?
Good morning, Toad, Leroy crew.
What's up?
Feeling all right. Kind of grimacing, a little under the weather.
What
I think
happened?
I might have caught something this weekend.
Oh, man, what do you think you caught, man?
I don't know, man. I had to go to the doctor, and I got diagnosed with a case of that cat fever.
Woo! Woo! Man, I hear that's going around. I hear you might get a nasty case of it tonight, too.
Hey, be careful, because it's going to rain all week.
That action.
Woo!
Hey, how, I only have one thing on my mind outside of seeing the Panthers absolutely dominate coming out the gate for this Stanley Cup. Leroy, the only thing on my mind was seeing how many times Bob was on his back like a turtle.
I'm not gonna lie. The first play of the game where he passes it right to Edmonton, I was like, "Oh boy!" I was like, "Whoa!"
He was on his back like he's just flopping around, like, "Oh no, what just happened?"
He spends as a goalie and a great goalie, he spends more time off of his skates than any person on the ice, right?
He's a gymnast, dude.
I mean, it's crazy, and it makes you like. You're like, oh, good job.
Other goalies are so boring compared to Bob. Bob's out here doing Cirque du Soleil between the pipes.
Right. I mean, it's crazy.
He's just
a jack of all trades, our man Bob. So best of luck to those guys. I just wanted to, give that shout out, and thank you guys for the call, man. I hope you all have a great Monday.
Thanks, Ricardo. Appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, he is right about that. Like, how many times do you see him stretched out like he's getting ready to do make a starfish on the ground?
Yep.
Like, holy smokes.
You got a call from him, one of his saves this weekend from Doug Plagans.
Now Draisaitl, Hyman, he'll try and drag this one out front, lost the handle. Barkov, he couldn't get the clear. Hyman near side, Draisaitl in front, a chance to save Bobrovsky on McDavid. He got from his left to his right. to deny Connor McDavid, who is trying to pull the Oilers back to within one. A huge save yet again from Sergei Bobrovsky with 15:27 to go here in the third.
It's like the kid said, it's easy. What are you going to do with Sergei Bobrovsky?
It's easy.
Who's better? The first kid or the second kid?
They're both great.
They're both great. I would just say, I'm a little intimidated by the kid that using the most monumental moment of my life, right? like he was way that was very smart.
He was that fired up with a broken leg.
Right. No, that wasn't broken leg, dude. I told you he had dead foot.
Dead foot.
Yeah.
Listen, it's tough.
Wouldn't that be something you yelled? I got the dead foot, and I'm still here.
Who's going to get past Bob? Like, that's the real question.
It is a real question.
Yes.
I wish we could put that kid in the Edmonton Oilers press conference and be like, all right, down to your left. Who's that?
Because who's going to get past Bob? Like, that's the real question.
The guy's going to have no answers.
And all you got to do is go A, and they'll think he's from Canada.
Man, what a day.
You know what? Let me do this. I watched that game from start to finish. You guys were on it the whole game.
Yeah. Yep.
It was so loud. It was awesome to watch.
Yeah,
right?
Bring it again tonight. Alonzo Mourning banging the drum.
I don't want to see it in person. I don't want to see it in person. I think I'll enjoy it more from the comforts of my home.
Cheeks on the couch.
Even though it's right down the street. Like and hockey and I'm doing myself a disservice because hockey live is 1,000 times better than watching it on TV.
The best.
I've said that, and for people who aren't hockey fans, if you get an opportunity to go to a hockey game, it'll change your life.
We have our own rats at the Tobin household that we throw at the TV, and my son wanted to do it after first goal. I said, no. We wait till then.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Got to save the rat.
Got to save the rats.
Oh, yeah, the empty netter at the end. That's when you throw the rats, right? That's when the rats.
You can throw rats. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't because, there was still some time left. You get they can get in a kerfuffle about that, but damage was done to the Oilers. I mean, if you don't think you're going to get rats after that, I don't know what to tell you.
I just love at the end of the game when they go empty net and the Panthers get the puck up against the boards and nobody moves. It's like, what is going on over there?
Hockey.
Yep.
Just hockey.
Or I tell you what also makes me cringe. The old stick to the face. The inadvertent stick to the face.
Yeah,
I don't care what you call it. Or the puck to the face. Oh.
But how dare they try and put dirty hits on Sam Bennett and Tkachuk?
Oh, no. Only see, here's the deal. Let me show you how this works.
Ridiculous.
When you are a physical team and it's part of your DNA, it's not physical, it's dirty. But when you're not a team that plays with a lot of physicality, and then you do something physical, then it's called physical. You see what I'm saying? Like that, the Panthers call that Tuesday.
Is there Edmonton Sports Radio? Can I find some of this? I want to grief listen to them. They're probably sitting here belly aching. Do we have an Edmonton Sport? Can I fire up the Odyssey app instead of WEEI? Is there like WEEA?
So I found this station. Unfortunately, it's not an Odyssey station, the official station of Edmonton. And apparently Odyssey is only in the United States.
I didn't know that.
But
we don't have a Toronto station?
I thought we would.
We did have a Toronto station.
Wait, hold on. What part of only in the United States? And right after he said that, you followed it up with, we don't have a station in Toronto?
Well, I was just quite, I didn't believe him. I was like, I thought we had.
Only in America.
Are we owned by Don King?
Thank you, Tobin.
Thank you. You guys see what happened to Adrian Broner this week?
Oh, yes.
No, what happened?
Well, Blair the Flair, he hit him with the left hand, knocked his tooth out.
We had him on the show once.
He did.
Yeah. That I'm not sure if it was the same presser. Wasn't he talking so much in the presser about like, don't do anything crazy? I got my boys here and they got it on them. And I'm like, all right. Fast forward.
I like the fact that Blair the Flair.
What happened to the girl that we was it
She won.
She won?
Yeah, she won this weekend. And so did Xander Zayas, by the way.
Okay.
So 3 for 3, dude.
3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, apparently Adrian Brunner, Blair the Flare showed up with an Adrian Brunner puppet to the press conference.
Oh,
That's good. Hey, where do you even get a puppet made anymore?
Or how big are you that they have puppets made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
About you being dumb and asking right after you
Oh,
said only in
Well,
America.
that's Marco's
We don't
claim,
have-
though. Like, I don't think our policy is, hey, we only own America. I think that's just the
No,
thing.
they only have stations in America. That's a fact. That's what he said. And then you followed up with,
Your
"Pretty
only-
sure we don't have a station
Yeah,
in
but your
Toronto.
only follow up on that as a fact is Marco said it. You don't know that for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust me either. But this article from 2023 again wouldn't trust me either. Says
Don't they have different? Don't they have different? Like, if you have own a station in Toronto, don't you have to have different, like Toronto SEC or whatever?
Toronto FCC?
FCC. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different government, dude. You can't just go open up a station wherever you want.
There's a Wendy's in Canada.
That's different.
Is it?
Yeah, that's not controlled by the FCC.
Wendy's in Canada.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in this now.
There's Bob Hortons in here down here in the States.
Yeah. You know what? We don't care about Bob Hortons. We care about Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
That's why you should go get your coffee right now.
Want to just have the goosies from the post game yesterday?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Isn't it? Hey,
I can't be happy.
that's what you got to say when your last name is Bobrovsky and they done come off the same. Right?
Bobrovsky. Just doesn't go the same.
They could also say Sergei.
Yeah, we know what it is. So happy for him.
Yeah,
what a
that
start to
dude.
the series.
But I say the thing that impressed me about Bob, that even when he was 4-goal Bob, he just stayed the course, right? He had the same mentality, the same work ethic, the whatever, and so, and it's not a surprise that he got better once the whole defensive structure of the team got better, right? Then he could really be who he is.
Absolutely. Take a quick break. Get to more shenanigans on the other side. Back after this.
This
Hurley.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM.
Tobin back from vacation.
Yes, sir.
I actually went into work Thursday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. How about that? How was it?
I mean, I'm gonna come tomorrow.
All right, cool. I'll see you tomorrow.
I miss you, man. I
miss you too. I miss you too. Plus, my kids are annoying at home now. So,
what do you think of traffic this morning?
It was easy on the highway for whatever reason, like getting off the exits and like trying to get around Miami Shores and North. It was just a pain in the ass today.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was. It was weird.
I was waiting,
but I still got in like way earlier. I still got in the normal. I left today, later than I normally do, and I still made it here at a very, very reasonable.
I don't understand this. Can somebody please explain this to me? When I get on the highway during school and I get on 75 and I head south towards the Gradney, I don't see any school buses. I don't see any people driving with kids in the car. Why is there so much less traffic?
I don't know. I just think it is. I don't know. Maybe it's because
what I mean. Even on the highways, like
maybe people are working more from home in the summer. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I'm not sure. Anyway,
right. All right.
I haven't mentioned the finals at all, the NBA finals at all today. I watched it yesterday.
What are we?
It's like I'm tuning in to like be angry. It's like who cares? It's like Boston, Mavs are up.
Should I, Marcos?
Yes.
Should I hedge my chili pepper bet and just bet a little medium hot chili pepper on
the
sweep? On the sweep, just on the sweep.
Just on the sweep, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to sweep them.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they're going to sweep.
But see, Tobes, you don't know what my
you have the Mavericks.
Here, I have the Mavericks from the beginning, and I have the Panthers in 4, 5, or 6.
Oh, so it's a parlay.
No. It's 4 different bets. Panthers in 4, Panthers in 5, Panthers in 6.
Okay.
Right? All of them are plus money, and all of them, if I win any one of them, I win money.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yep.
So,
can you do a double sweep?
I have a buddy who bet
janitor parlay.
I have a buddy who bet the Panthers before the season started.
Damn, really? Man. That's awesome.
It was, I want to say like 11-1.
Let's see. Yeah. MacMan says Kyrie and Tatum, probably the 2 most overrated guys in the league. Kyrie sucks just like Tatum.
No.
You know what the funny thing is, though? It's got to be interesting. Like, if you're a Celtics fan, you're up 2-0. I would be annoyed if I wasn't O'Keefe and being like, I have to like care about how Tatum is playing, and I'm also up 2-0 in the series. Because, like, this was a thing going in between 1 and 2 where Jason Kidd came out and said Jalen Brown was the best player on the Celtics, which he was the best player in the conference finals. He was the best player the last time they went to the finals.
Right. But I've been saying that, and everybody thinks I'm crazy. And I've said this all last week before the series even started. If I had a choice, I would take Jalen Brown over Jayson Tatum because Jalen Brown seems like he got that dog in him.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, unless he's going against Duncan Robinson. But either way, like I'm like, you sit here and you're like, oh, not only does do the Celtics have to win, but Jayson Tatum has to be the reason for them winning. And like they're very they with Kristaps Porzingis out there, they don't really have a lot of weaknesses in that 1 through 5. Like if Derek White is going to sit here continuing to hit threes that stick a dagger in your heart,
right?
Now he's blocking people.
But
like he's LeBron James.
It is, but yes, like look, Tatum is definitely coattail riding to a ring right now. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But it's still going to be if it's still a Boston ring, it's still going to annoy the holy hell out of me. I'm not going to be sitting here like, yeah, Boston won, but Jayson Tatum didn't. Like, I don't care. But it is a weird thing that we have to also grade their top 2 guys.
It's a weird thing because when you let's take the supposedly star on every team, right? That has been the guy that has shined in the playoffs. That's the guy you rode to the playoffs, but not Boston. And you could put a different spin on it and you say, because we have so much depth, one guy doesn't have to do it. But you can say it with a lot of teams, and the star still shows out.
You consider trading
one of them?
Tatum?
Why?
I mean, you don't need him.
What else do you need to trade for?
Picks, I guess. I don't even know what else you need.
I don't know. I don't know what you probably I guess you could probably get a haul. The thing I've always just found
You're
weird
not going to be able to pay him $400 million.
No, the only thing I've always found weird about Jayson Tatum is like they put this great gulf between him and Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
As like one is for sure one of the top 5 players in the league, and one is like a top 20 player ish, I guess. Like he didn't even make All NBA this year. And
is that more an indictment on Jalen Brown or what people think of Jayson Tatum? Because
I think it's more
right.
I think it's more of an indictment on Jayson Tatum. I think it's more like people
not him. Well, what people say about him.
Yeah, but I think he thinks that too. I think he thinks he's the heir apparent to Kobe, and I just don't think he's that. I think he's good. But I don't think that
he ain't that dagger. He ain't that guy. He's not the guy when you play the Celtics, you go, oh no, Jayson Tatum.
But I mean, if you're Jayson Tatum, like who cares if I'm like 2 wins away from a championship?
Right,
like
exactly. But see,
that's getting, to get to his Kobe thing, that's going to get him back to where they were with Kobe and Shaq. And Shaq was trying to make this point to Jalen Brown last night, where he's like, "Hey, don't care about that stuff because it's not gonna
you know what?" And I was just getting ready to say the same thing, right? Is the media, the press, is everybody pushing Jayson Tatum to the point where he feels that he has to do that Kobe Shaq thing, right? So that he can have his moment. Kobe and Shaq did it because they were equals. If he's even threatened by Jalen Brown, that means he has questions.
Schmeathan says, Brad Stevens running circles around Pat Riley admitted Tobin. He certainly had a better offseason than Pat Riley. I mean, there's no real I will say this, though. I will say this. Nefarious because it was all surrounding this Joe Cronin. I mean, this Joe Cronin sitting here, he wouldn't deal with Pat Riley. And so how does it have to feel if you're the Milwaukee Bucks? You make the trade for Damian Lillard, and you're sitting here watching Drew Holiday do what he's doing for the Celtics in their finals. So
here's what's crazy. You can blame Joe Cronin, and I'm not going to get mad at you. Here's why. You ready? Because if Dame comes here, then they don't trade Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
it is on Joe. Like look. Make the moves. You got to figure it out. You're the president. Of course, Brad Stevens had a better offseason than Pat Riley. I think Pat Riley, part of the reason why Pat Riley's so pissed.
And wait, everybody questioned the Porzingis trade.
And yeah, and it's one of these things. But I think Pat Riley even kind of gave them their flowers before telling Jimmy Butler to shut up. He was saying like they were the best team. They made the best trades. And they got to and obviously they're here in a position where they have to make the moves so they can get back to this position, because it does have to be a bit of a gut punch to be the Miami Heat, and you're watching a Celtics team that you have tussled with for the Eastern Conference the last 5 years, and now they're 2 wins away from a championship, and you're sitting here with your star flirting with the Lakers. So, I think all of this is probably going through the Miami Heat's mind. But certainly, yeah, Pat's got to be thinking, and Spo and the whole crew of them have to be thinking about that.
And just to add insult to injury, Silly Sauce says Peyton Pritchard with the third period buzzer beater was annoying. It's just annoying.
Just that their intangibles are so annoying.
Their intangibles are so annoying.
So annoying, all of it. But thankfully, the Cats have been a welcome determinant. I haven't who cares? Whatever happens in the NBA Finals, I'm all cat fevered out right now. This is what I want, just cat fever to the fullest.
Yeah.
And the NBA Finals are on, and if Luka can't do it, I guess Mark Cuban at least gets to be sad.
Did you see him getting dapped up when guys come off the floor? Why is he? Yeah,
he thinks he's part of the team.
They go down the line and they dap him up too.
He thinks he's part of the team. He's been this annoying the entire time, and now I don't even get it because I thought he didn't own the team anymore.
He
now
still
he's
runs
the
the team for the 20th time.
Who allowed those rules?
That was the rules of ownership.
What kind of ownership is that?
You can invest in something and not run it, right? You know that, right? You can invest in something and not own it and not run it, right?
Can you? if
Pat
you
Riley runs the Heat, he don't own the Heat.
I guess that's like Dana White, right? Like Dana White doesn't own the UFC, but he has
Right.
ownership in the UFC.
Right. Yeah. You just boxed yourself in.
I guess, but like, get out of here. He used to be the owner. He's like, I was the owner. Get him out of here.
Wait,
sick of him, dude.
Wait, this is a first. You
Not
actually crawled in the box yourself.
Not a true ownership.
It says he owns 27% of the team and kept control over the basketball operations in Dallas under a special deal.
27%. I could own 27% of the Heat. 27%.
No, you can't.
A little expensive.
27%. What the Heat are worth? Like what? $3 billion?
Probably more these days. Who
What? So
knows?
say $4 billion. That's $1 billion. Go. Okay. Go. You go pull up $1 billion of scratch.
That's the hat around.
3.9.
3.9 billion. So 27% is over $1 billion. And you go, oh hell, I could own 20.
Imagine me owning if I own 27% of the Heat, there's no way, not even Michael McCullough would take my ideas. He's like, get out of here, Mr. 27%.
Oh.
Nobody would take you
You like to
seriously.
go with him like, hey, Mike, game ops. Okay, hear me out. He'll look at you and say, no, Mr. 27%.
It's never gonna work. By the way, speaking of the Heat, there's a cool thing the Heat are offering up.
Oh, yes.
Coming up here.
Is it Tyler and others?
No,
No, this has nothing to do with trades. We'll get to that though. We have some more Heat stuff to get to, obviously. You guys can experience a behind-the-scenes tour of the Kaseya Center from June 24th through September 27th, home of the three-time NBA champion Miami Heat. The guided tour includes VIP areas such as the Heat locker room, training facilities, arena suites and lounges, and the media control room. Tour ticket holders get a 10% discount at the Miami Heat store. For more info, go to kaseyacenter.com/all-access tours. So for all the Heat fans who want to look around the building, that's a cool way to do it. Leroy, speaking of locker rooms, will gather us around the locker room for game pucks and game bums. Next.
WQA
Bum, 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 bum.
This guy's a ball. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is that time on a Monday where we gather around the locker room. Leroy hands out his game balls or pucks and game bums. What do you got, Leroy?
You know what? For my game, I'm going to call it a game puck. I watched that game and saw one of the most ridiculous crowds that I've seen in South Florida in a long time, from start to finish. And I'm going to say, the hell what people think about South Florida, you guys brought it. Absolutely brought it.
So Cat Nation gets your game puck?
Cat Nation, you definitely get it. But guess what? That's only one win. Just like
Only
the
one
team
win.
say, that's only one win. You got to bring it.
Yep.
So we
Bob
expect to
said it.
leave. We expect to go take that trip all the way across the world up 2-0. Let's go.
Bob got the puck in the locker room to put up on the board.
Right.
It says reset, refocus.
And
Team 2.
my game bum is gonna go to. I am a Caitlin Clark supporter.
Yep.
I am. But I hate when people support somebody and start coming up with all these different stories without the proper information.
Okay.
So let's clarify this. One of the reasons why Caitlin Clark is not on the U.S. Olympic team is, one, they've been preparing for this for 2 years. They've been playing in a lot of tournaments. They've been practicing. They've been having camps. They've been doing all this stuff. What people don't realize is Caitlin Clark got about a week off from the championship of college before she started up in the WNBA.
That is a weird thing that they do.
Unlike any other sport.
Yeah, that is a weird thing they do. I don't know if I like it or don't like it, because I think it is cool because you get this momentum.
Yeah, but they don't have a
sneaking
choice
away.
because they have to go opposite the NBA.
No, I understand, but I'm just
Right.
saying, like, I don't know if I like. I think it's good because I feel like you're riding the hot wave.
Yeah, but
as she said in this, she was like, "I'm just excited."
Right. She's handled it perfectly. Everything that's come her way, she's handled it perfectly. But as a supporter of Caitlin Clark and love what she does, right? I think we get overzealous about it. And she just got done with college. She hasn't played with any of these guys on the Olympic team, right? And at what point you have to ask, what could she help? Yeah, she would bring more viewership and she may bring more eyes to that team, but at what cost? Right? At what cost? So everybody just calm down a little bit as to why she's not on the Olympic team. She's 22 years old. The average age of that team is like 25, 26, which tells you another story of what they wanted on that team. And keep in mind, everybody doesn't always go that has been selected. So she may be selected as an alternate, or she may not. But that's okay. It's not a knock on her. It's not that she's not good enough. It's just that the timing is bad to just stick her on that team. It's going to do more harm than hurt. Caitlin Clark.
The one thing I just don't understand with the Caitlin Clark thing that everybody is, I just feel like it's like, did you guys think that a rookie was going to come in that makes her the best player all of a sudden? Like,
right. Like
in what other sport does that happen? It's so weird to me that people keep doing this thing where it's like she's not allowed to. People either think she should be boosted up because of eyeballs, and there should be no rookie growth, or that she automatically gets to be the best player.
Oh, you sound like me.
That's not how that works.
You sound like me. She's young. Let her grow. Let her get better. Let her become a pro.
Even if you think she's the best player on the Fever or whatever, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm watching every game, but like, there's obviously, a lot of really good players in the WNBA. Just because she had the most fame doesn't mean she's the best immediately.
Right.
That's not what that means.
Right. And people misconstrue that. They think the most famous person has to be the best player. The player that has the most followers has to be the best player. That's not entirely true.
And if you guys can't root for America because they don't have Caitlin Clark, that's on you.
Right.
Like, so they need eyeball. You're supposed to root for your country.
And C-Dub says it perfectly. People are getting tired and saying, I've had enough of this Caitlin Clark stuff. But here's the kicker, and here's what I would say to you. It is not of her doing.
No
it's
way.
Everybody around her. It's everybody talking. It's other players talking about her. You've never heard any of this nonsense from her. So she's just a victim of her own success.
Here was Caitlin Clark. This was her being asked about not making Team USA.
I'm excited for the girls that are on the team. I know it's the most competitive team in the world, and I know it could have gone either way of me being on the team, me not being on the team. So, I'm excited for them. I'm going to be rooting them on to win gold. I was a kid that grew up watching the Olympics, so yeah, it'll be fun to watch them.
What a jerk!
Right, what a jerk. She also said, I've been playing basketball straight for a long time. I'm gonna need a break. I'm gonna go and recoup. Right, like which everybody also just overlooks.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like she's been playing basketball since October.
Right, and went all the way to the end.
And went all the way to the end, and then picked up again against much better opponents. So, like, yeah, but if you and here's the thing. And what do you expect her to be? Because if you look at her numbers and compare them to all the other greats that have come into the league with all this high acclaim and everything, her numbers match those numbers, right? So if, for some reason, and this is what happens in sports. We love somebody and then we get tired of them, and then that means we got to hate them, right?
Yeah.
It happens in every sport.
I think the thing that was interesting, I think the thing is people probably thought because of an ignorance to the WNBA, which again, I'm fully admitting to you guys, I don't watch a lot of WNBA. Like I'm definitely I know like of Asia Wilson and like I'll know some players, but I don't watch the games.
Right.
But I think everybody was of the opinion that Caitlin Clark ignorantly was going to walk in here almost like Messi did to the MLS and make it look silly. And that's not how it works. Like Messi was playing in better leagues and then went to a worse league. She went to a better league, and it takes time. It takes time because you're taking on a lot of better players. But I think that's the only thing I can equate it to is like people thought she was going to come into a joke of a league and that it was going to look even worse because people were even saying, oh, should she go back to college? Would she get more money in college? And just because maybe because college was getting more eyeballs and the ratings are right up there with the men's, that's fine. But the league was still talent-wise better than what she was going up against.
Right. And I think, because of the following she had before she got to the WNBA, a lot of and it sucks because she gets this from other players too. She's not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so, it is the job of the WNBA to take their talent and use it to the fullest of their extent to be able to get eyeballs, to make money for whatever. That's their job. And so, they've had all these promotions with Caitlin Clark. She's always on TV. I mean, there's WNBA games on Ion now every Friday.
What I worry though is, and I don't know, they're maybe not the same person because people, can say that this one was a little bit more prickly around stuff, but I worry that it could become like a Ronda Rousey effect because I remember Ronda's rise to fame and
but she was a little cocky and arrogant though.
Yeah, but she deserved, but she was undefeated.
No, I know, but still, it's a different. But when you come into something with your chest out, you're cocky, you're arrogant, then people can't wait for your demise.
Maybe, but I think it was one of those things where what you saw was a sensation who was able to do things, and she kind of had one thing, but you didn't really understand who like the best and the most talented were. But in a way, you still needed her. If you didn't have her, then people wouldn't have been watching.
Conor McGregor, he's a big draw, even if he's losing.
Right. Or is just the draw, and then you can see what the true greatness of it is. But I think people are just going at this in such a weird way.
It's just, but that's the way people attack sports, man. You have no idea how you're going to be received when you go to the next level. Some people can love you and some people could hate you.
By the way,
And
also just Leroy, like on the court, she's not exactly meek. She
no,
talks
that's what I'm saying. It's like she's holding her own. Like she's been in the WNBA for 12 seconds.
She hasn't exactly. She's not exactly swagless when it comes on the court. She's talking plenty of trash too.
That's on the
Which
court.
is
That's
fine.
basketball, right? That's basketball.
No, I'm just saying, going back to the round of
question, everything that she's asked about, everything that's going on, including the Olympic team or whatever, she's answered as humbly as possible, right? Competition on the court is a different story, right? She's going to be who she is. And if she's not, I would have more problem with that than anything else.
Marcos thinks she can't make the lava.
I don't know. She's got some work, man. I don't know. She's got a shot, but can she defend like us?
I think she could have stayed in front of.
Look at this.
I think she could have stayed in front of somebody better than any of y'all.
It's a tough look for you guys.
Yeah.
When does the lava go back out there?
We've been told we're not allowed to touch the premises. Maybe for this tour thing, we can potentially.
Oh man. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll get back into some cat talk as the Panthers have game 2. We will get you set for all that action tonight. Paul Maurice giving some thoughts on tonight's matchup. Back with some cat talk after this.
Taking all the sunshine away, making out like a mainline. And you that.
Hey, can I
what's up, man?
Can I do something a little bit different?
Yeah, you can. I mean, especially since Leroy very rude, just walked out on you.
I'm assuming he's gonna go grab his Celsius. because
One would
that's-
hope.
that's
One would hope that's
usually,
what he's going to do, but you never know with him, you know?
You really
You never know with him.
Could be the door, could be the dogs, could be the Celsius, but
A little disappointed myself. I haven't been able to get him to walk off the show yet today.
Oh,
He
you
did
know
it
what?
on his own.
Cat fever, dude. Cat fever indeed.
Everybody's got too much positivity going around right now.
Well, usually we come in with our favorite song, Cool Cat. And we have the chill vibes. As Paul Maurice
Hold on.
usually
It's
is.
brought to us by our friends over at Celsius, by the way. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers. I
now
got
up 1-0 in the Stanley Cup Final. What were you
mango
trying to-
passion fruit.
Oh wow, you know, a little different.
It's different.
Frog Boy, what do you have for us?
I did some research after Bob's game and found out that when he was younger, before he was in hockey, he was a construction worker. And his specialty,
He started working when he was 12.
yeah, apparently he was working when he was 12, and his specialty was building brick walls, dude.
Wow.
It all starts with what takes place on the ice, and there's nothing better in sports, nothing more entertaining, nothing more competitive or skillful than our game.
Long outlet feed, Yanmark in the clear, breakaway, and Reek scoots in, backhand save made by Bobrovsky with the left hand. Here's Draisaitl, long feed in the clear, Nugent Hopkins on a break, scoots in, a backhand, and a save made by Bobrovsky, and he'll cover up. Sergei Bobrovsky with the left pad denies Ryan Nugent Hopkins to keep the Panthers up a goal.
It's easy.
Ow! Well, look together, everybody knows this is how the story goes.
And Draisaitl, Hyman, will try to drag the shot from off the handle. Barkov, he couldn't get the clear. Hyman near side, Draisaitl in front of Kansas. Save Bobrovsky on McDavid. He got from his left to his right to deny Connor McDavid. Trying to pull the 36. A huge save yet again from Sergei Bobrovsky.
Ow!
Because who's going to get past Bob?
This is a monumental moment in my life.
Big word for me, dog. The only one built like an Amazon.
Goosies, dude. Goosies on top of goosies. That's a Bob Taj right there.
Yeah.
I wonder how frustrating it is just as a hockey player when you pride yourself on creating lanes, getting fast breaks, getting open shots, and you still can't score. That's got to be so frustrating.
I don't think Edmonton's with reality right now, dude. I think that, I heard this Connor McDavid, some call him McJesus, which is a bit much. I think that we should calm down, get a cup first.
What are we doing?
But he was sitting here and he goes, well, this is probably just, the hockey gods paying us back for game 6. We shouldn't have won. It's like, yeah.
What?
Really?
When you're talking hockey gods already in game 1, to me, it feels like you're not ready for the competition in front of you. Because the Panthers are all about resetting and getting back to it. And, people want to say that, we don't know hockey. We saw the better team didn't win that game. I don't know, dude. You went out there and you tried your hardest. You tried your damnedest there in the first period. Couldn't get a goal past Bobby. Dominated you. Demoralized you. And the Panthers still won? And you're sitting here and saying like, oh, we got – No. I think the reason you didn't get away with one is because – you should have gotten it while the Cats were supposedly down, because it only gets tougher from here, as we've seen in every Cat series.
If you don't get after them in the first period, highly unlikely you're going to get after them in the second, and definitely not in the third.
This is why journalists want to speak to me about Sergei Bobrovsky. I was written up. I was asked for an official prediction by the South Florida Sun Sentinel as a lyricist to the Bob song, which is swept Panthers Instagram.
Wow.
And the Bob song, they were asking, oh, where did you come up with this? And I don't, I was trying to explain to her. I mean, I've done this for basically every athlete in town. But when she asked for an official prediction, I said in print cats in 5. And it just feels different when it's in print.
Yeah.
Cats in 5. Wow. And so let's be real about it.
Okay.
She's like, can you give me a picture? I'm like, oh, do I have a picture for you?
Are you serious?
Oh no way, dude. Wow. Way to make us proud, man.
Thank you.
You go, boy.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what?
Shout out to Carrie Barnett for the article.
What is wrong with you?
You kept that same energy, and I appreciate it.
Of course.
And is that in your front yard?
That is in my front yard, yeah.
So that your neighbors could see it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Well, what are they? I mean, your neighbors really can't say anything. One, they had naked candy givers for Halloween.
That's true. Well, those are a couple of roads down. Says Brendan Tobin, host of Tobin and Leroy's show on AM 560 WQAM, is no stranger to writing parody songs about South Florida sports teams. That's true. But the inspiration for his latest tune came easy for Florida Panthers goalie Sergei Bobrovsky. Wow.
Somebody said that's a poster for the next Batman villain.
It's a pandemic here in South Florida.
Hey, but here's the deal. Are we the only people that know what that means?
What do you mean?
Gentleman sweep.
I don't know.
Like you sent a picture. Did she ask you what the picture meant?
I was walking around the Georgia Lake. I didn't really have time to
see what I'm saying? Like this show and the listeners to this show are the only ones that can appreciate that picture because we know what it means.
Random people are like, why does he dress like that?
Yes, exactly.
Cane in a top hat?
It's a cane in a top hat, dude.
That's great.
Let's hear from our captain, Sasha.
Boy, hold on. Time out.
Our boy.
Everyone uses gentleman sweep, you idiot. No, I know that, but dude, I will fight you right now.
Let's hear from
if you open up the paper and see a picture of him and just see, oh, this guy made a song, you're not gonna know why he's dressed like that. Of course we know.
Here's Sasha Barkov on keeping the momentum going.
I will meet you in the parking lot and fight your ass.
Well, we know we need to be better than what we were yesterday, and we need to keep building because Edmonton is an unbelievable team. They have so much skill in their lineup, so it's going to be tough for sure. So, well, today's a good day just to recover and obviously feel good after a good win, but tomorrow back to work and back to the grind.
Yeah.
The message has been that all year.
Yep.
Right. And so if you haven't heard or haven't listened to any of the Panthers all year, this has been a constant message. Good win tonight, back at it tomorrow. Good night, good win today. We got rest tomorrow, then back at it and continue. And that's been the message, not just during the playoffs, all year.
D Sizzle says Tobin of the Panthers don't win the cup and you do the series.
I didn't want to read that. We're ignoring that.
You're banned from having anything.
No.
Here's the thing though. But I always
you put that evil into the atmosphere.
I'm not putting any evil.
No, not you. Him even suggesting.
But that's D Sizzle being a coward. And that's why, that's why I don't rest with cowards. Okay. I march to my own beat. I'm here with the children who are out here being like, it's easy. All right. I'm not worried about it, dude. You guys could sit here about hocus pocus and you could talk about curses and jinxes and mushes, which, by the way, we have accusations being thrown amongst Dolphins teammates.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What happened now?
Easy.
Tyreek Hill has said, keep Raheem Mostert the hell away from that drum. Tyreek Hill tweeted out, sounds like the Panthers won. I advise you, don't let Raheem touch, look, or breathe next to that drum.
Okay. He was literally waiting for the win just for that tweet. That's so great. What's his record? I need to find out his record now because he's done it more than once.
Raheem Mostert?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Got to find out.
Obviously, Tyreek knows.
Yeah,
He got receipts.
He must have mentioned it in confidence, like guys, every time I go. Tyreek
I mean, I'm sure we could look it up. We gotta.
Hey, Two-A-Day said it perfectly. Recall him Raheem a mush.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Keep him the hell away from that drum. You can go, but you don't bang that drum. You stay the hell away from that drum. Let's hear a little bit more from our cats. Paul Maurice. This is what he says has to improve going into game 2.
I think it happened during the game. We liked our third period an awful lot of the game, and that would be the way we would like to look. There wasn't necessarily anything new. There's some of this is contextual, and it's probably good for us to see. We score early in that game, and you find sometimes in those pressure games, the team that scores early, the other team gets to their game right away. It kind of, if it goes to even for a long period of time, there's just constantly feeling each other out. Right, and that wasn't. So we get the one. They get some good chances in the first. They're feeling good, and why wouldn't they? We got a big save on the PK and then score again. So now you're sitting there, 38 minutes of hockey left to go. We're up 2. We're going to see them at their most dynamic, explosive, and they were 4 and 5 up the ice. Tremendous amount of speed off the rush. So it's good to see that. And then we liked our third, and for us, we hope that would be a starting point.
All right.
He's been saying that all year, and all year they've been doing it the same way. Slow start, get a lead, and then put the clamps on them.
Sergei Bobrovsky, of course, the star of game 1 with his 32 save shutout. This is him on the confidence the Cats have in the series.
It's fun to play against those guys, those elite guys, and it's fun atmosphere. You know, it's fun to be there, and yeah, it's great.
And to have a lead now in the Stanley Cup Final, first time for this franchise, and it's got to be a nice feeling for you guys to be up 1-0 here.
Yeah, it's definitely, every win it's a big win, and it's a long series, so we're gonna reset, refocus, and get ready for the next fight.
This man's ready. He is locked in, dude.
All season.
All season. He's got to win the Vezina, right?
I don't know if.
No, you said they don't take the playoffs.
It's already voted on,
Yeah.
so they just haven't revealed the winner.
Whoever gets the Vezina, if it's not him, should just give it to him, being like, "I'm sorry, Mr. Bobrovsky."
It's gonna feel like Rudy Gobert winning the Defensive Player of the Year and then getting cooked.
Sorry, Bobrovsky. I'm not able to make saves with my ass in the air. I don't know how you do that.
The bobbery, too.
We'll take a quick break now to get to something that's a little annoying, and that is,
Shabuzi.
You think Shabuzi's annoying?
No, I just think who names now. Is he a country artist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I just listened to Shabuzi's album on the way.
He just had a little country rap.
I believe it's a. I believe it's a play off his Nigerian name.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
He's Nigerian.
Yeah. I believe his parents are. Yeah.
Okay.
I think his name.
Collins Obina Shabuzi or Shabuze, but it's Chibueze. Wouldn't translate well in the sales.
Okay, I got you.
So then he just made it, Shabuzi.
Right.
You good?
Right. Very talented. It's like, I like it. I like it. I've heard a couple of songs. He got a collaboration with somebody. I forgot. But yeah.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Love that kid.
It's easy.
Take a break. Jimmy Butler doing things I don't like. That's next.
I am so in love with you.
Play this on purpose.
Whatever you want me to.
Well,
You don't know nothing about this. This old hot grits himself.
Oh, hot grits.
Yeah. You don't remember his wife threw hot. His wife threw hot
He
grits.
goes by that name. I don't think
he's allowed to say that.
What? Al Green.
I know, but I don't think they call him old hot grits.
You don't remember the story?
I understand. I don't think you wore that nickname with pride. Anyway, let's get to this. So, first off,
this is old. You hear the instruments, the real instruments. They ain't no digital nothing.
Nope.
Real horns.
So it was not all great this weekend. Okay, it was not all great this weekend. Mostly great, but not all great. And we can thank one person for it not being all great, and that is Jimmy Butler.
Oh.
Man,
Now,
why you let Jimmy Butler mess with your emotions like that, man?
just listen.
You're
He's
like every little thing. Listen. Here's what I learned about Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler in the offseason is gonna have himself a good time.
That's true.
He's gonna reset, and he's gonna be all over the world. Stop reading into stuff.
I'm not reading into anything. I'm
Yes,
listening to
you
words.
are.
I'm listening to words. This could be something. Could be nothing.
Really?
Why would they do that? What's going on in Utah?
It could be something. Could be nothing.
What is the meaning of it? What is the object of this?
Could be something. Could be nothing.
Should we just start calling him the Pink Panther when he goes on rants like this?
I don't like what he did. I don't like what he did, and I don't like what he did.
But you reading too much into it.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I don't know.
Like it's the same dude that came up with Picture Day in Goth.
Yeah,
Like,
but
come on, he
Picture Day and Goth did not have money in the money and extensions wanted, and so Jimmy Butler shows up to the LA Sparks game this weekend, and if you guys don't know the backstory, their rookie sensation Cameron Brink, she loves Jimmy Butler. There was an interview she did with Overtime Maddie, and basically picked Jimmy Butler. It was like Kawhi or Jimmy Butler, Steph or Jimmy Butler, LeBron or Jimmy Butler. And she goes, Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler. She is a Jimmy Butler fan, Cameron Brink. Loves Jimmy Buckets. Okay? Really cool. So, Jimmy Butler sees this interview, shows up to the Sparks game, and does it wearing a Cameron Brink jersey. She wears number 22. So, cool thing. Very cool thing. Is Leroy frozen, or is he just looking like that? I think he's frozen.
I think he is frozen.
We lost him.
Hmm.
Wow. Not ideal.
Not ideal indeed. I saw this story, and it did make me a little bit nervous, not gonna lie to you. And I know Jimmy Butler is and his team are gonna say, no, we're committed to this and that. But he's always playing games.
He's playing games. And look, this is where I have to be fair. And Leroy will say, I'm buying into stuff, or he's going to say, I'm looking too much into it, whatever. That's fine. But this is where I feel as myself, this is where they call me old honest Tobes.
Oh, okay.
Because I would tell you, if this was any other player, if this was Giannis and he was hanging out at a Miami Soul game, right?
Yeah.
And he were to do the same thing that Jimmy Butler did, I'd be making whale sounds. I would be excited. So I got to do what's fair. And when Jimmy Butler said what he said on the WNBA broadcast, I did not like it. I did not like it. I don't care if he is playing with my emotions. I don't like the fact that he is playing with my emotions.
Your words keep coming into my brain during this entire saga. You mentioned a while ago that for the most part, Jimmy Butler will fall in line and do what is best for the team, except when you mess with his money.
When you mess with his money.
That is the one thing in which that'll turn Jimmy Butler into what we saw in Minnesota.
Right.
And what we saw elsewhere when you start messing with this money. And
makes me nervous.
I'm a little nervous.
It makes me nervous. That's all I'm saying, dude. It makes me a little bit nervous. I'm not sitting here. I don't know that Jimmy Butler is going to be a malcontent. I don't know that Jimmy Butler is absolutely going to make his way out. But look, it's been thrown out there. There's too many things going out there already between Jimmy's agent, Jimmy's peeps on the record saying, hey, max team. There's max teams. Teams want to give Jimmy the max. I don't think it's going to get to a nuclear blow up between Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Butler is just letting it be known. Is he just messing with Lakers fans because he wants to get a rise out of them? Is he messing with Heat fans? Hard to say. I don't know. That's why this is the game. Could be something. Could be nothing.
Why
right?
would they do that?
So
this is your fault.
Why is this my fault?
Oh, this is all.
Why? Just because the Pat Riley comments?
If you look at everything that has happened, it is slowly snowballed to this WNBA moment. It started with your cute little question. Oh, I just want to ask little Pat Riley.
I didn't want to ask him a question. Why can't I ask Pat Riley a question?
Let me just ask him a little question. And then, which, by the way, Jimmy Butler was right with what he was saying.
I don't think Jimmy Butler comes out of this thinking that he's wrong. That's for sure.
But, Pat Riley doesn't like it. The snowball begins. He says something. Snowball gets a little bit bigger very quickly. But you know what those snowballs do? As it continues to go downhill, it gets bigger, baby.
Yeah, but why am I the first snowflake?
You know what you did, dude.
I didn't do anything.
You're an instigator, man.
I didn't do anything,
you
dude.
went there and you decided, let me ask this
I
question.
didn't do anything. This is not fair. Jimmy Butler was going to not get his $60 million with me or without me.
Sure, but he could have been distracted by his life. You know how he does. He could be somewhere in Morocco right now for all we care. But no, now he's playing games. Now he's wearing 22s and seeing questions.
He always wears 22. It's his number.
Oh, it's a different color this time.
He shows up, and if here's the picture, this is hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Did you show up to yell at me about Jimmy Butler too?
No, I mean Leroy walked away, so I might as well just join, right?
Oh, there he is.
They kind of everyone to join.
Oh, hey,
it's some tornadic activity out here out west, and my electricity blinked.
Oh man!
And so when the electricity, it could blink for like a second, but that means everything got a reboot, and it's a pain.
So Jimmy Butler shows up to the Sparks game. He surprises Cameron Brink. She's delighted. You have the picture here, JFig, of Jimmy and Cam Brink. Very excited that he's wearing her jersey. Apparently, she was saying in the locker room tunnel afterwards, I can't believe Jimmy's wearing my jersey. Blah, blah, blah. So Jimmy's there watching the Sparks game, right? And the broadcast catches up with old Jimmy. I don't like what he did here. I'm just going to tell you right now. I don't like what he did. I didn't like what he did. So here, let's just listen to him with the Ion broadcast here.
How's your off season going? What's Jimmy doing this summer?
A lot of stuff he probably shouldn't be doing. Trying to stay out the way, being in LA as much as possible, because I realize the Sparks are great. The LA team's really good.
The Sparks are building something new. What do you like about Rickea Jackson and Cameron Brink?
Rickea is there we go. And for some reason, 22 just looks good.
Play-by-play from Jimmy Butler. Thank you so much for your time. Everyone watches women's sports.
Yes, they do. Thank you.
I don't like it. For some reason, 22 just looks good in purple and gold.
Let's talk about her. Oh my god, too much.
I don't like it, dude.
Too much.
I don't like it.
Hey,
he knows what he did.
Hey, we need next we get Mike Biamonte reading too much into it.
No, I don't think I am.
Overanalyzing.
Yeah, that's it. -1 for overanalyzing. Overanalyzing.
He could have just said he just said up, but he knew. He knows what's on the horizon.
It's that little bit that he adds.
And he's spending his time a lot in LA.
Wait, here you two knuckleheads. Here's you two knuckleheads.
What?
Right? Did you see him do it with the smirk?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Right.
Of course. But I don't like that he's doing it. I know he's doing it. I don't like it.
Wait, you do it to me every day.
I don't like it. I don't want it
either.
I want
everybody. Does it stop you from doing it?
I don't want Jimmy
Do
Butler.
it. Does it
flirting.
stop you from doing it when you do something? I get mad and then you smirk with that
I don't
bleep
want-
eating grin. Wait. Do it. Wait. No, wait. Now you got somebody that gets you like that. I enjoy it. I
don't like it.
I
It's
like
not
seeing
fair.
your little feelings get hurt when
No,
he's
I
doing
don't want
that.
my feelings hurt. I want Jimmy Butler. I don't want Jimmy Butler flirting with the Lakers, and I don't want him giving Lakers
not
fans
hurting.
the goosies.
He merely
Oh, he's
said,
flirting,
wait.
dude. Oh, he's flirting,
Here's what
dude.
he did.
He's flirting for real.
Here's what he did. He said, that 22 looks good in the purple and gold. Wink, wink. That's exactly what you do.
I don't like it.
You're getting got by your own shenanigans.
I don't like it, and I don't like it.
I don't like the fact that he said the Sparks are good, the LA teams are good.
Yes. Look. Oh,
Why
and
those
wait.
two separate
And here's your understudy picking out more of it to just make you feel terrible.
Speaking of, there we go. And for some reason, 22 just looks good in
Thank you so much for your time.
I don't like that. I don't like that face.
I don't like it.
that
Minus
face.
one for trolling.
I don't like
love
it,
it.
Jimmy.
I
First of
love
all,
it. Wait,
you can't
know what?
be playing with my emotions like that.
Jennifer, here's the deal. Tobin trolls me every day.
I know that.
Every day, right? And now Jimmy's getting him. I love it. Look at the smile. Look at the smile. Look how you got the smile. Is it 22 looks?
He's not allowed to be a rascal
You know
with
what?
this.
He's not only trolling Tobin,
I
he's
love
trolling
it.
me too.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Come on.
I need everybody to get along. All right. You
Jimmy's
go
getting along fine.
No, they're not getting along just fine. Okay. Because he just said, "Oh, Pat Riley told me to shut up. Watch me flirt with the Lakers, Pat." Oh, you told me.
Is he flirting?
Oh, he is. He's like, who wants to give me an extra 100 million?
Can I just say this? Here's when it really would be flirting. If he was working out with LeBron.
I don't know.
I think that's way more than flirting.
I wouldn't care.
That's egregious.
I wouldn't care for that at all. You're not going to steal Jimmy Butler from me and leave me with an Austin Reeves.
Oh, intangible.
You have enough intangibles.
We just need to have a chat. Just a little Love Island chat on the side and make sure we're still good. We're still on the same page.
Hey.
We still here?
We still.
I love it. I love
Schmeathan
it.
says Los Angeles Tobin is making whale sounds.
He's bringing in the whale.
Yeah, I don't like that Sedano is on the other coast right now going, no, I don't like it. This is enough. It's enough of the nonsense. I can't take this. I don't like Jimmy Butler flirting and batting his eyes at the Lakers.
Can't believe you put us in this position.
I didn't do anything.
You know what you did, dude.
Tobin.
Cameron Brink did it. She's the one who gave Jimmy Butler the support.
Hey. There you go, Jimmy. Get him. I love seeing you like this.
What do you
know
mean
why?
you like getting him?
You know why? Because this is how I feel. You do this to me every day. And now Jimmy in LA just makes two little comments with a little grinny grin, and you're going crazy. I love it.
They spoke volumes. Those words spoke volumes. To
No,
me.
it did.
It spoke
Listen,
volumes. It did.
he is trolling. He
I
is
don't know.
trolling
I don't know.
you.
I don't know.
You. And I'm glad. Look at you. Look at you. You're
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Your palms are sweating.
Yeah, they
You're
are.
nervous. Yeah. I love it. I love it. You know what? I came in Monday, thought I was going to feel good about the Panthers, right? Why does Lee? Wait a minute. Hold on. Go back to that last message.
Smitty?
Are you kidding me? Why does Leroy love seeing my guys suffer? Do you guys see what he does to me every day?
This is
That's right. Tobin has met his troll match. Oh, get him, Jimmy.
Tobin had great eyes. I mean, I don't understand. Why would he do this to me?
You feel betrayed, Tobin?
I do feel betrayed. I feel a
You
little
think
betrayed.
he's telling somebody else over there in LA about their eyes?
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. You better not tell Sedano he has nice eyes.
Oh, I've never seen
You even wore a shirt to match your own eyes today because you.
I mean, he would have to. I mean, let's be honest. He would have to take a knee to see his eyes.
Sedano?
Anyway, so wait.
Pat,
no, I love it. No.
Pat,
How does
just
it can I just
apologize.
ask you? Can I
Apologize
ask you
to
a
him, Pat.
question? Can I ask you a question?
What?
Fresh off vacation.
Yeah.
How's it feel to be on the other side of this?
Not good.
Oh, so
It feels terrible.
So now, then why do you laugh and cackle and chuckle when you do it to me?
It's just very enjoyable.
Okay, so understand why
We're in
I'm
this
having a
together.
blast
You're
right
gonna
now.
lose- No. But this is the
I
difference.
love it.
We're in this together. You're gonna lose Jimmy Butler too, not just me.
Oh yeah, but here, if I lose him, it would have been a hell of a ride.
No,
He was trolling you.
That's not the greatest way to
Come
look
on,
at it.
wait a
No.
minute. Understand the abuse that I have taken from this man for over 8 years.
This is selfish,
right?
Tobin.
What? You damn right.
At this cost, I feel like
Wait.
it's a little selfish.
No, wait. Nobody ever said, "Oh, Tobin, why you get on your boy like that so much? Oh, you always messing with him." Nobody says that. Y'all never said it for 8 years. Nobody said it. Now all of a sudden, he getting some get back, and I'm enjoying it, and you guys are getting on me. No.
We're all just victims here.
Michael says,
Nope.
Tobin has taken Jimmy's comments seriously. Jimmy always trolls us for years. Not like
Yes.
this. No, he doesn't. Not like
He's
this.
been doing it
No,
for
he doesn't.
years.
No, he doesn't. He's never trolled about leaving before.
That's because they gave him his money.
That's my point, though, dude. That's why I don't like it. I don't like it. I want to I apologize right now. You give him his money, and I want him to stay here.
Hey, this is great. Look at him. Oh, he's nervous.
Yeah, I am. I'm not. I don't feel good right now.
Yeah.
He's hanging his head in shame.
Listen. Did you see the smirk and the smile?
Find it very noticeable too this weekend how like Bam and Tyler were working out together. They're posting on social media like, "Oh, look at this guy," you know. Like I didn't like.
Oh,
that
that's
either.
so that. Wait. See, I would have looked at that and say, "Let me get a couple more workouts with my friend before he gone."
That's not nice.
I'm just saying, like we get totally different things out of that. You know, until here. Can I tell you how athletes think?
How do
Until
they-
it changes, we're going to treat things as if they are the same. Right? When you hear rumors and things that could happen or whatever, you can't stop preparing. You can't stop your schedule or what you do. It's status quo until it's not. So for you to get all carried about, "Ooh, so-and-so's working out and so-and-so's this and that." No.
I don't like it. Take a break. Back after this.
Men, load test.
much drama in the
LBC. It's kind of hard being Snoop D-O double G, but somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky. Oh, I better slow down because sometimes
pretty good.
Sometimes you forget that them some cuss words up in
I'm
there.
glad you stopped yourself.
You did great though. You did great.
But that's probably one of the best rap albums ever.
Yeah, I agree. There actually was a online poll that I saw on Instagram that I thought was disrespectful personally, but they were comparing, they did like a tournament style March Madness best album of all time. The final two options were the Marshall Mathers LP from Eminem, and then the other option was Thriller from Michael Jackson. And I was like,
Thriller was the biggest selling. You got to go with Thriller, right?
You got to go with Thriller. I mean, those are hits.
Put it this way. I don't know how old you guys were, but when a Michael Jackson video came out, a music video came out, they locked down the 3 major television stations. When Thriller came out, it was on major TV like a show.
Yeah.
Because it was like 20 minutes long.
Good times.
So, yeah. But that is Thriller. What did it have? Like, how many number ones did it have on there?
I know for sure. Okay, so Want to Be Starting Something.
Well, that song he wrote for his sister, for LaToya. And then he ended up doing it.
Well, that one, Beat It, Human Nature, PYT, Billie Jean. This can't be. No, it's not all.
Yeah, it's like 7 of them, right?
This can't be all on the same album though, because that's like, this is amazing.
Take notes.
Hey, Off the Wall had a lot of number ones too.
The Girl Is Mine, Billie Jean, Beat It, Want to Be Starting Something, Human Nature, PYT, Thriller. Like, come on. These are all. This is amazing. I've never seen an album with that many.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It is, but I will say this is that
notes
is I remember in the 90s. Wait, was it early 2000s? Right. Somebody said it's amazing that the best rapper in the world is white and the best golfer in the world is black.
Diversity, baby.
Crazy years.
Both American.
Eminem, like, yeah, he is like, you can't talk about the greatest rappers without talking about Eminem, right?
Well,
he wrote a lot of stuff. He wrote a lot of stuff. He wrote a lot of stuff that people don't realize he wrote for like Dre. So,
well, and also one of the greatest artists of our time, Art Got Savvy.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. New album coming out in September.
Really?
Yeah, baby.
Wow. Look at
in
you.
The lab.
Why not August?
From the lab to the mixed bag, huh?
It's a stupid month. That's why.
Wow.
Waste of time.
Are you gonna come out for opening day of the NFL season? You gonna open the day weekend?
Yep.
Yeah.
The mixed bag brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future. What do you have for us today, Art God Savvy?
Yesterday during the finals game that none of us really watched. I mean, it was really. As soon as Dallas went down, I was really watching. There was an interesting interaction. Not sure if you guys saw, but there was, Luka. He can do his thing, score, likes to interact with the crowd. I believe he told Rudy Gobert, "You can't bleeping guard me," or he was just speaking Slovenian, according to him. But Luka Dončić yesterday, while attempting to fire up his team there, scored a bucket and had an interaction with a member in the crowd and kind of went back and forth with him. That member in the crowd, owner of the Celtics. This is Luka talking about the interaction after the game.
Luka, it looked like you had an interaction with this Celtics owner. Did he do something or say something that you thought was over the line?
I'm sorry, I don't know who's the Celtics owner.
Was there somebody in the first row that you were having an exchange with that was the Celtics owner?
No.
Do you believe him that he doesn't know the owner?
I believe he doesn't know who the Celtics owner is.
So
I think guys come in and they'll score a bucket and somebody just look at them and they just go back and forth with them without realizing who it is. Right?
Do you think most players know who Mickey Arison is? Like I think they would probably know what Pat Riley
They know
looks like.
Pat Riley. They don't know who
I
Mickey.
don't think they know what Mickey or Nick Harrison look like just offhand.
Right.
Maybe I'm biased.
Like not everybody's a loudmouth attention seeker like Mark Cuban, who's not even used to so just like not everybody knows that a lot of people like to live in the. I'm just saying.
I bet you they know who the Clippers owner is.
Ballmer? Oh yeah, he doesn't shut
Yeah.
up.
He's loud.
By the way, have you guys watched any of this clipped? I watched a little of this weekend. The FX show. It's ridiculous.
Is it? Oh, actually,
but the best part of it is who they've cast for these for these roles.
Oh, it's about the Clippers. Is that? Oh, I thought that was a skit. That's a show.
No, it's real. No, it's real.
With Lawrence Fishburne as
Lawrence
Doc?
Fishburne as Doc Rivers. I'm like, and I keep thinking during the show, I'm like, Leroy could do a better Doc Rivers than Lawrence Fishburne can do a Doc Rivers. This guy does terrible Doc Rivers.
Oh man.
I want a little bit.
I will say though that Ed O'Neill plays a good Donald Sterling. Good creep.
Yeah, actually, his performance is the only one I've heard positive things about. I've seen the actors that they have.
Well, the guy they picked for Steph Curry.
So great.
Oh, I'll bring you
it's
some.
really you know what? Let's be 100% honest here. It is hard to have somebody play a 6'3" light-skinned guy who shoots the three better than anybody on planet Earth, right? You're not gonna just find an actor to do that, and also be able to act. What do you think this guy's gonna do?
Some of the pictures.
The picture right now.
Like they're ridiculous. They really are. They're so. We'll get you some next hour because I want to finish up the mixed bag. But they are crazy. Some of the castings they've done for this.
Actually,
what else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
I got something that'll make Leroy happy, and also for some reason will make Aaron Feld happy. I'm assuming, and that is because former Miami Hurricane and current Cleveland Brown David Njoku says the Browns' offense is juicy.
How much have you sort of been able to dive into like the playbook and some of the stuff that he has planned for you guys as you kind of get
juicy,
ready?
dog. It's juicy. I'm not going to say anything else. Wow. I'm really excited for this.
The Dorsey playbook. Juicy.
Yeah.
There's anyone who knows how to utilize a tight end, it's Ken Dorsey.
Loves a tight end.
Shocky. Yeah. I mean, keep in mind though, last year, Njoku had his best year. So it's not like
with a bird face.
with 5 different quarterbacks too. Right?
Yeah, crazy.
So I think they're now here's what the great thing about what the Browns will probably have this year that Ken Dorsey didn't is might have a better defense to back him up so that his, whatever mistakes they say he's made will be hidden by the fact that he has a very good defense.
Fair. You got time for one more?
Of course.
Yeah.
All righty, let's play real quick. Where the hell is Zach Wilson? Do you guys know off the top?
He is
Panthers.
A Bronco.
Ooh, that is correct.
Oh, really?
Which one?
Brendan Tobin with the correct answer on the Broncos. This is Sean Payton on Zach Wilson.
We just felt like, man, we'd love to work with this guy. It wasn't too long ago. We remember grading him, and we felt the investment was worth it relative to his skill set and his talent. And so it took a while. We spent the better part of a month and a half working on that trade.
A month and a half working on a trade.
Why do you have to work a month and a half on a trade when you already have new Drew Brees with Bo Nix? I'm confused.
Hey, no. Let's be clear. Okay. You should not have to spend a month and a half with what's going on in New York and how much they don't want him to acquire Zach Wilson.
Part of me just thinks
Why? Because he didn't want to send. He didn't want to send the ice cream. He just wanted to send the cake because that's all he's going to take to trade.
I feel like he only wants Zach Wilson just to prove that he's better than Nathaniel Hackett. That's it. Like I think he just wants to keep the beef going.
And hey, those things do exist.
Just
wait. Somebody wait. And he
why
said,
else would you want him?
I'm a Broncos fan, and I hope I never see him on the field. Wow.
Yeah, that's the old Tobin.
Well, I
wish you
would
no
say
success.
this. I would say this, and I hope this is true. I think if you look around the league, I think there's a growing commitment to developing your quarterback first before you throw him in there. So I wouldn't be surprised if Zach Wilson starts as the starter to give, Bo Nix an opportunity to.
Who's
develop.
older, Zach Wilson or Bo Nix?
Yeah, Bo Nix played for a long time. He's got to be about 24. Zach Wilson's probably like 26. So nobody's old as Penix is the oldest.
Zach Wilson. All right. Bo Nix, 24.
24, Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson's 24 too?
Yeah, born in August.
I say he's only done about a couple months.
They're the same age.
So he's going to be 25 next month. He's got about
Ooh. Hey,
ominous.
It's really bad here.
We got some electricity in the air.
Take it easy, man. All right, we'll take a break. Back with more after this.
and a shine for all. But I in some people world get that much.
These roads of flame.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Panthers, game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final tonight. You, of course, can hear that right here, 560 WQAM. And you can have it there for you on the Odyssey app as well. Doug Plagans, Billy Lindsay, they have the call for you as the Cats look to go up 2-0 in the Stanley Cup Final. They win game 1 on Saturday, 3-0 shutout. It's easy from Sergei Bobrovsky.
Oh, little Tobes.
I love that kid. He's the best.
It's easy.
Best. You can listen to that right here on 560 and FM 99.9 HD2 and always live and free on the Odyssey app. Have that there for you. By the way, people had made attention to this when we were talking to some Cats last hour, Leroy. Nico Mikkola, Panthers defenseman, was asked about what do you do to stop Connor McDavid? And he goes, we have a Bobby.
Oh, God.
Well, that's good.
That is good.
That's boxed in.
It's true.
What are you going to do? Goose. What is he going to do?
Dude, you know what's
Who's going to get past Bob? Like, that's the real question.
you know what's amazing? Like, the reason why Edmonton is terrifying is because of stats. And every time they went on a power play, they go, this is the number 1 team in power play scoring and the number 1 team in power play defense. And I'm like, oh, don't give me stats, please, not now.
Get your stats away, dude. I feel like that Sean McDonough's just waiting to drop anti-Panther stats, too. He looks like an anti-Panther. Oh, yeah, there's something about him, dude. That guy does not enjoy the
You do realize they all picked the Panthers to win.
Who's all?
Almost everybody ESPN said the Panthers are going to win.
Show me that graphic. I don't believe you.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't know it based on how they're talking.
Oh, my goodness.
You wouldn't know it, dude.
I didn't
You
realize
wouldn't know
the world hated us.
The world hates us,
They're
man.
calling us
You know what? That's Tobin.
What?
Like, stop.
No, it's true. I feel like every sport down here in Florida.
Online,
Thank you, JFig.
everyone is
That
vicious.
isn't the Tampa Bay Lightning.
If you don't believe me, believe Jennifer.
That's true.
I'm not a liar.
Never told a
Right.
lie.
Except
Never
about the whole
once.
still in Washington thing.
Yeah,
We know you.
Well,
did it.
yeah.
It didn't count.
We know what
We
happened.
know you did it.
I mean, you guys just happened to spend some time together, and then his days were over.
Not my fault. I took his breath away with my beauty.
You took his breath away, all right.
You took his breath away with your beauty.
Your Honor.
Hoist Gracie that parrot.
Tap out.
The standing
He's like, I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out. Tapping out.
I'm already done, please. I've conceded.
Oh man, did we get your opinion on UFC or you were out?
I was out.
Oh, so I mean, I know it's a week late.
Okay.
Poirier did mention the potential of retiring.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts on the fight itself or the card?
I thought it was a great fight.
Yeah,
I thought
too.
Islam is a dog. He showed he took himself a pretty bad beating at some times in that matchup.
Yeah.
I actually thought Dustin was going to get it done in that 5th round, and him with that ankle pick. I've never seen anything like that.
Wow,
The dude grabbed his ankle, flipped him basically, threw it into I guess it was a Darce or was some choke I never even heard of.
Yeah.
And Dustin had said that he had tapped out, and as soon as he tapped out, he passed out. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
so yeah, Islam's a monster. But he went through. I mean, like you saw his face; he looked like Frankenstein afterwards. Dustin hit him with elbows and punches. It was a great fight. It was a great fight. Is Dustin going to retire? No, because I think he's got another big money fight whenever he wants right at this point.
Against
But
who though? Like who are you?
I think he just waits. I think you just sit on the side. You just
give him another
sometimes
Connor?
sit on the sidelines. You wait, baby. You wait for the right opportunity.
Hey, they'll call.
They'll call.
Yeah.
They'll call. Yeah, he goes. Listen, he's gonna live like a king, and Lafayette, Louisiana has their king. He will always be a god.
Him and Duck Commander. No, they're from there too.
I know. It's like,
you know the dad. You
Of
know
Duck
what his claim to
Dynasty?
fame is, right?
No.
He was the backup to Terry Bradshaw
What?
wow.
In
Yeah.
college or the NFL?
in college.
Oh,
Okay. Makes sense.
he's like, could have been me.
I mean,
So yeah, he's living like he probably owns a whole bunch of land, right? Because ain't nobody taking all their money and saying I want to live in Lafayette. you grew up in Lafayette and you want to stay there.
Yeah. I think he's gonna do okay. I think it's like Deontay Wilder. Like everybody wants to live in LA. He's got a palace in Alabama.
Right.
It's like, live on the lake and in my mansion in Alabama. I'm gonna be good.
He's gonna need it.
No more fights.
He gonna need it. He gonna need it to heal.
I will tell you this. I brought this up on the show on Tapped Out this week because I don't think Mike Tyson should fight. It's ridiculous they're rescheduling this fight. He's 60 and they're doing giant pillow gloves and he's 60 and they shouldn't have him fight. And this only ends with us happy one way, and that's knocking Jake Paul out, which they're already going against because they're giving him pillow gloves. Why does he just fight Deontay Wilder?
Oh, you're talking about Jake Paul?
Yeah.
I was like, you want Mike Tyson?
Fight Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that's good.
A little bit washed up. He's a little bit past his prime now. You want to do something that gets everybody
his chin is really soft.
Yeah, fight Deontay Wilder.
Damn, dude, that's a good idea.
That'd get a lot of money.
At least as a backup,
Yeah.
I know they're going to go with his Mike Tyson thing because they're shameless, and that's fine.
Of course.
But they shouldn't be doing this. And if you want to do something that will impress everybody and have everybody tune in, fight Deontay Wilder.
How much does Wilder weigh? I mean, Jake
Not
Paul's
a lot.
amateur.
What does he weigh? Wilder weighs 217.
Wow. No, and Jake Paul was close to 230 last I heard.
I'm just saying.
They got him listed at 214.6. Oh my God, that other guy though, China.
Zhang. Yeah, he's a big dude.
282.
We saw him fight. He fought on the J Balvin card.
J Balvin?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's when Canelo fought Turkish Wolf.
Oh, okay. I was like, J Balvin had a boxing. Interesting.
Oh man, what else we got here?
Can I show you these clipped pictures? Please?
Yeah, show us these clip pictures, dude. This is from the show FX Clipped.
Oh God.
Which is surrounding the Donald Sterling v. Stiviano scandal.
Yeah.
I've watched the first couple episodes.
Boom, baby. These are your guys right here. Take a
Oh,
look.
he kind of okay. I could buy Steph.
Oh,
you can?
Oh God.
What?
I mean, look,
if you
it's
squint.
wait, hold on, dude. You do realize, right? They also have to act and be able to play basketball. That's hard to find, you idiots.
Yeah, I think they rushed it.
Really? You think you're gonna find? Wait, you gonna think somebody that can act, play basketball, and look kind of like Steph? You think they're just a bunch of those guys around?
Dude, that's Jimmy Garcia. That is Jimmy.
How do you feel about Clay?
Yeah, what do you think about Clay? Potentially Korean Clay.
I think first of all, I think the Steph is closer to Steph than the Clay is to Clay.
Well, yeah, being as Klay Thompson is not Korean, I would say, yeah.
But like, come on. Like, how much, like, how close do you think you're gonna get, you idiots?
How about Lawrence? I will say, watching the first couple episodes, like the Doc Rivers role is probably the most prominent role out of all of this, and Lawrence Fishburne's just not pulling off Doc Rivers for me. He's just not.
You got to picture Lawrence. First of all, Lawrence Fishburne is like a lot bigger than Doc.
He is. Well,
a lot bigger, and he didn't try to get in no shape for this role.
Nope.
Really, Leroy? You always spying.
He's right,
but it's true.
Even Austin Rivers said that. He goes like, he couldn't have they couldn't have done some AI. Well, it's the voice. He just doesn't hit the voice for me. Like, you got to nail the voice if you're not going to have the body. You know,
Leroy.
He didn't even try. He tried to go into that show and be Lawrence Fishburne.
Pretty much.
Be Doc Rivers.
how would you feel essentially if there's like a biopic of Leroy Horde coming out and Vlad plays you? Like
he's black.
He's black.
Yeah, but it would be the opposite. It would be the opposite because I got about what, 60
shoulder pads.
60 pounds.
How would he look in shoulder pads?
Yeah, but he's too little.
Dade South's right where he says, winning time, the LA Lakers HBO should have did a way better job of casting. They did. They did a way better job.
I mean, but think about this. Let's be clear. When you do winning time, you're dumping a lot of money into that.
For sure.
We're talking about the Clippers.
This is a 4-episode miniseries.
We're talking about the Clippers, right?
They probably blew all their budget on Ed O'Neill.
Now look, that is nothing like Doc. He ain't even trying. And that looks like the dude that works with on ESPN, Jackson.
Well, as if the world was laughing at me.
Right? You know who I'm talking about?
Mark Jackson?
NFL used to do the show with Berman.
Oh, Tom Jackson.
Tom Jackson. Go back to that picture. He looks like Tom Jackson. So Tom Jackson all of a sudden start coaching basketball. Great.
What were we saying? As if people weren't laughing at you? I'm always interested in people
Oh,
laughing at
as if the world isn't laughing at me enough.
Yeah.
The first episode is about Doc Rivers wanting to get JJ Redick. And it's just enough of this JJ Redick.
Okay.
Like, they got to even have a fictional
Hey.
JJ Redick for me to go after with this JJ Redick. And it's enough of him. I'm sick of JJ Redick.
JJ Redick's character, though, the actor who played JJ Redick,
Nailed him.
pretty good.
The JJ Redick they nailed. That guy looks like JJ Redick.
Like it
I'm
seems
surprised
like
JJ Redick's like, I'll play JJ Redick.
it's a lot easier to find intangibles than it is to find highly skilled black actors that can hoop, right?
Speaking of JJ Redick, apparently he is they're waiting apparently on the decision of Dan Hurley. They've moved practice back. They were supposed to have practice at noon today at UConn. Now it's back to 2. So
Can I just say this?
But that's apparently the lead dog now.
He's gonna be the next coach of the Lakers.
Hurley?
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean,
No,
unless
come on. Listen.
unless he wants more money.
Listen.
Ooh.
Being the head coach for UConn is great.
Mhm.
And it's a big job. And you're back to back, right?
Back with it.
But being the coach to the Lakers is another level.
Yeah,
right?
but you're gonna get fired in 2 years.
And guess what? And all them players gonna be gone in 2 years. See, you don't ever forget about that. See, the difference between the NBA and college is your one and dones and your 2 year and your guys, they're gone. Right? So these group of guys are gonna be gone in a year or two. Whereas the Lakers, whether you have the job or not, at least you know you can pretty much keep the same team.
Is that good, though?
Yeah, except one of your best players is gonna be 40.
41.
And I can't think of a team in the NBA that if LeBron said he was going there would say no. He's not just any 40-year-old.
I understand, but like it's one of these things where like if I looked at the track record of that 40-year-old, he seems to get pretty fed up with coaches quickly.
That's okay. Listen, let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Say if you're making $5-6 million right now, right, and you have a 6-year extension to where you're going to make $6 million for 6 more years, right? And the Lakers come calling and say, "I'll guarantee you 110 for 10 years."
10 years.
Or just it's gonna be it's gonna be a ridiculous amount.
Contract.
It's gonna listen to me. To get him to go from UConn to the Lakers, it's gonna be a ridiculous amount of money.
Of course.
Of which is guaranteed.
Yeah, but
So you're getting that money regardless. So am I gonna pass up 36 million to go get 90 or 100?
but like you dictate a lot. Like if you get to a certain point in college basketball, like everyone's coming to you now, dude. Like if you win a couple of tournaments, and like
wait.
back-to-back
Can I just say
champions-
this? If a 5-star or whatever they call them, a one and done, decides they're going to college, and the choices are UConn, Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, right? UConn's fourth. Unless you're
They've got
local.
more championship out of all of
Unless
them.
you're local.
Yeah, but they've got more championships out of all of them.
I know that. It still doesn't change.
I don't know.
It still doesn't change. Listen,
college
wait. Let's think about it this way. Okay? FAU went to the Final Four last year, right?
Yes. Well,
They were in the tournament this year, right? If you're a local kid and you have a choice between FAU and Kentucky, you're going to Kentucky.
Yeah, but but you're getting to a different point. Like FAU's coach went off to Michigan.
Right.
Like you hit a certain level. Like Connecticut is still going to be royalty in college basketball.
It's royalty, but not like the other schools.
I don't know.
You think Kentucky? Wait, you think UConn?
I just think there's something to like. Remember Billy Donovan turned down after he turned down the Magic gig initially.
Right.
Like he's like, oh, I'll take the Magic gig, and you think you're going to be happy, and then you're like, yeah, I don't know. Now eventually he left, but I do think it's a pretty great gig.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm here. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a bad job. It's one of the best jobs to have in college basketball. However, what makes college different than the pros is turnover. The turnover is much quicker in college.
Yeah, but if you have that influx, if you already have the in on, I'm gonna put you in a big spot. You're pretty good. Like
look at the recruiting classes. That is not accurate.
What do you
You're
mean?
saying that because of what you think.
They just won back-to-back titles. You think it's
okay?
But
No. But they're never number one in recruiting.
Okay, they're not number one, but who cares? Like, I would venture to guess, like, now they're probably going to be.
No, doesn't work that way.
All right.
Like, I'm telling you, if a kid has a choice between Kentucky, North Carolina, or
Kentucky
UConn,
not anymore. I mean, like, the Calipari is on the out. He left.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, why don't you understand? Like, yeah, you can do a lot of winning at UConn. He can continue to win. But guess what? One, the turnover is going to be, and you think you can't get fired from UConn?
I just think, like, if I was going to be, I can either be king somewhere, or I know every decision, unless it ends with winning a championship with LeBron, which is probably Leroy. Yeah. Odds are you're not winning a championship.
Not in the West. Not in the West.
So odds are you're going to be fired in 2 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, money's great, but you're going to be pretty rich.
Okay. Yeah. And guess what? Here's what I love. The difference between you and me is, okay, that is a profession. He is a coaching professional. And when you are a professional at anything that we do on this earth, I don't care what job you have, your goal is let's make as much money as possible. Right? Now, you can say to somebody else that's making 6 years, 6 million, 36 million is enough. Okay? And that guy's looking at, I can make 80 or 90 million in the same stretch. And I can always go back to college. Right? So, like, to me, it's a no-brainer. And if he doesn't go, he's going to say, I make enough money. And if he does go and take all the money, he ain't going to mention the money. He's going to say, I'm looking forward to the opportunity. That's what they all do. But if it weren't for the money, right, if the Lakers were to offer him the same amount as he was making in Connecticut, they wouldn't have a chance.
But there's also a situation too. Like, you can leave. I'm sure, like, he'll get opportunities again, even if he doesn't win a three-peat this year. And I would do it for a place that wasn't the Lakers, where it's like, it's the most.
Also,
like,
they wouldn't be as good. Because
Who?
usually the teams that are firing their coaches aren't very good, except that rare example of the Milwaukee Bucks. And you see how much they had to give Doc just to leave the booth.
Yeah, but that was stupid. Like, they should.
Again,
it was a dumb decision.
Not saying it was a great decision, but I'm saying this is the
Didn't Doc Rivers try and tell us I wouldn't wish this on anyone else in the world?
Wouldn't wish this on anyone.
That was a crazy quote, Doc.
Yeah, but I'll take it. Look, I wouldn't wish this on anybody else, but them checks look good.
Take a break. Back after this.
My baby born a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you.
Somebody says Shabuzi's from Virginia.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
What about Lil Boozy? Where's Lil Boozy from?
Lil Boozy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Ah.
I don't know. Let's get to a little all right or no here to close out on Monday.
You thought I had the music ready. The break that we had.
We've been doing this a lot.
We're doing this a lot today, huh?
All right, time to get to our favorite Monday game, everybody. A little all right. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
My all right is a two-parter.
Oh.
Goes to two. Belated happy birthdays.
Huh?
Yesterday, Udonis Haslem.
All right.
Happy birthday to him, the vice president of Miami Heat basketball development and rising television star, three-time champion. Happy birthday, Udonis Haslem. 44, Leroy, for UD. But also,
44.
a more landmark birthday
Oh.
to our favorite sheepish Serbian who no longer has to sneak in for Horny Sunday.
Okay.
Happy birthday to Nikola Jovic. 21 years old.
Yeah.
Nico doesn't have to sneak into hot anymore.
Yes.
So happy for Nico.
He made it.
He doesn't have to do he can just show his real ID. He doesn't have to show a basketball card and be like, come on, you know. Doesn't have to do it anymore. That's the beauty of it with Nico. So I'm happy for him.
I like that, man.
Look at that guy.
Look at that.
He looks like Gru sneaking in somewhere, right?
No longer has to sneak in. No longer has to sneak in. So happy birthday. My oh no goes to Ryan Garcia. Troubles seem to continue for Ryan Garcia, arrested this weekend for vandalism. A boxing star was arrested for a Beverly Hills hotel that says he caused an estimated $15,000 in damage this weekend. So he just continues to go down a pretty rough path. The hotel was not pleased with this, and apparently they are giving him a medical evaluation as well because, you know, he's been acting kind of strange and, you know.
Yeah,
it's been not going great for Ryan Garcia.
Really thought the fight was going to be the turning point. You know, he's going to get his life back together.
It was the turning point, but it was the turning point to this.
Yep.
Because now we realize why he didn't care about weight and all the other stuff.
So my oh no goes to Ryan Garcia. Where does your all right and oh no today, Leroy?
Well, my all right is going to go to you. Glad you're back, buddy.
Oh, thanks, man.
And it's going to go to Jimmy Butler for making you feel like you make me feel every day. I really enjoyed that. I had a good time with that. I didn't make anything of it. And
we have some breaking news.
What?
Dan Hurley, according to Woj, has turned down the Los Angeles Lakers. 6 years, $70 million.
6 years.
Apologize, Leroy. I
I told you, either way this goes, Dan Hurley's going to come out saying the right thing. He has a no-lose situation.
Say that you said,
called me an idiot.
I said no. I said he should take the job. He should take the Lakers job.
He's going to take the job.
He's a professional. He's a
This is a
professional,
different
Tobin.
status.
Yeah, he decided no. Okay, great.
He decided, I know this LeBron's going to get me fired. I know he's going to do it. He gets sick of everybody. Well, all right. Ball's back in your court, JJ Redick.
All right.
Yikes.
What's your oh no?
I guess my oh no, right, It's going to go to Connor McDavid. Hey, man.
Ooh.
You're getting D'd up pretty good.
Oh, no.
I'm complaining. Play better. You got those clamps on you. And I get it's frustrating because you're used to doing whatever the hell you want on the ice because you're that damn good. But everybody feels that way when they play the Panthers.
Everybody feels froggy when
Everybody feels froggy.
They were saying
they
that
get the
same
clamps
thing.
on them, right?
This ain't nothing we haven't heard of. We heard the
And-
same nonsense with the Rangers.
And I would like to give another oh no to your point earlier. Why, when Edmonton does it, it's called physical play,
Right.
and when the Panthers do it, it's cheap shots.
When Evander Kane just goes willy-nilly at Sam Bennett and Matthew Tkachuk, he can do no wrong. Which I mean, like just an ace person to Evander Kane. We're all rooting for him. I mean, everybody loves Evander Kane.
Right.
And now all of a sudden, if the shoe was on the other foot,
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you right now. I mean, look, they already could have put a pretty good licking on McDavid, but that happens again, they're gonna want Bennett taken away in handcuffs.
Pretty much.
Trust me.
Pretty much.
Jennifer, what say you for All Right or No today here on a Monday?
Well, I'm glad you're back, Tobin. We missed you. And Leroy had a terrible time with us, apparently.
No, I didn't. No, come on.
Yeah,
no, I did not.
You know, I'm
No,
kind
I
of
did
hurt.
not.
Kind of hurt.
We held it down. We had Dono. Jennifer showed up on time.
Wow.
Yep. Quite the sight.
And I sat in your chair, Tobin. I don't like that chair.
Why not?
Right? It's a weird chair.
She couldn't get nothing to work.
Nothing was working. I got things to work maybe like an hour into the show.
Flashing out at the chair. I got it to work just fine.
And I just don't like the ankle. Just don't like it.
You see Frog Boy?
Aye.
Barely.
Okay.
Barely?
Aye.
Yeah.
He just hopped up.
Straight up? Okay. He didn't have to.
You didn't do yourself no favors by poking your head up like you were jumping.
Make myself visible.
Well, aside from Bob and this crazy save right over here.
Has to do it, dude.
Such an incredible
like,
save.
He looks like a turtle. Like
The acrobatics in this man.
Look at how his head tucks into his pants.
It's crazy.
Truly is amazing.
It's amazing.
He amazes me every single time. But I also want to give some recognition to Carter Verhaeghe. That crazy goal.
Yeah.
It was crazy to even see how
We got
that
Paul Marcos of Doug Plagans for that opening goal for the Cats.
Indeed.
All I heard from everybody was like, ooh, and then Swaggy's like, how about this? 1-0.
As Barkov walks it along, looks to the right, Reinhart, Barkov, right circle in front, Verhaeghe, and he scored! Carter Verhaeghe, 3 minutes, 59 seconds in, and the Panthers take a 1-0 lead here in Game 1.
Didn't take long for the Panthers. They get a 3-on-2, and they slice and dice.
Hey, question.
Yep.
Why wasn't their goal counted? Because he batted it in the goal?
What?
I couldn't get a good view of why the goal wasn't counted when Edmonton scored. I still don't have.
Oh, you talking about because it should have been stopped? Like you talking about when it was under Bob's pad?
Oh, okay, I got you. So it should have been stopped before they even got to that point.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right.
What do you got, Frog Boy, for All Right or No today?
My all right goes to the young Panthers fans.
Yeah, dude.
They're so funny.
What a generation.
Easy.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's Lawrence Fishburne. I apologize for that. And that is
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find it.
Stop touching the pictures.
You want the young Cats fans?
Yeah, I want the young Cats fans.
Take to the ice.
Oh, in the video.
Words of encouragement from an eager 8-year-old.
We're gonna beat them 3-0. It's easy. Cause who's gonna get past Bob? Like that's the real question.
Is the real question.
It is the real question. That was Bryson Rosen on Local 10.
That is the real question.
Should we give him a +1 for sass?
He's already shirtless. Like, did he go to the game like this? Did
No,
he even bring a shirt?
No, he had a shirt on, and then out of nowhere he pulled it off.
Right before the interview.
I saw that kid in the game right behind the coach. He wears no shirt.
I'm pretty sure I saw him with the shirt in the beginning.
I didn't see him with the shirt on at the game. We noticed that kid
It was very
immediately.
distracting.
That's
Yeah,
because
he
my
was
son was like, "Is that kid broke? Why doesn't he have a shirt?"
And no, kids don't understand when you're that
He was
close to
living
the
his
ice,
best
you ain't
life.
broke.
No, that's what I was like. No, son, I'm like those like these seats probably cost more than the mortgage did. Like he's not broke.
Take
It
to
was
the ice.
easy.
Words of encouragement from an eager 8-year-old.
We're gonna beat them 3-0. It's easy. Cause who's gonna get past Bob? Like that's the real question.
Did they allow him to go in without a shirt?
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, he's a celebrity.
It's not a 7-Eleven. Shirt is not required.
Is it not required? No way. Oh yeah,
I feel like if that was
Wait a minute.
if that wasn't a
did
rule,
you
I
see
feel like
the?
more people would go without a
Wait,
shirt.
did you? Was it the Rangers game where the lady went topless?
I'm sorry.
No, the Oilers have a famous
Oilers.
fashion fan. Yeah, they have.
Yes.
She's her Stanley Cups have been known as the rallying point for the Oilers series.
Well,
tough though. The luck's run out for her for her
I was
set.
gonna say, dude.
More than like, can I wait? You realize that our mouths back us into more corners, and I just said when you
Shame
started,
on you guys.
No, when you started, I was wait, how is he gonna get out of this? Because he keeps.
Listen, they may have ourselves a topless Oilers fan, but we got a horny Victor E. Rat.
Yeah,
that is true.
Who's shaking it with Astron.
Yep. And I mean, unimpressed there. It's gonna take a lot more than a pair of tatas to get these Panthers
Big
distracted.
deal, dude. Oh, you have a pair of boobs at Edmonton? We may have had Kodak Black having sex in the luxury box. Okay. You think you get horny at your hockey games? We're horny for hockey over here. All right. We don't call it Miso Hornquist for nothing. Horny people only at the Amaranth Bank Arena.
I don't think we should.
It's easy.
I don't think we should.
Because who's going to get past Bobrovsky?
Okay.
Bobrovsky?
We got Bobrovsky. They got Bobrovsky. Oh gosh.
What is she trying to play for your own no?
My oh no goes out to ungrateful Leroy, dude. Whoa! For a week holding it down. Not even a thank you in your list. You mentioned Dino.
Well, you know what? In his defense, you ditched us on Friday.
Oh, it was a Thursday.
Or not Friday, Thursday, okay?
It was
Wait a minute.
Thursday.
Do a show on
Thursday.
Hey,
Quite like
whoa. I did say on Friday it was a very enjoyable week. We held it down well.
Nah.
What are you talking about?
Just gave his victory speech. All the credit to Dono. Was Dono?
I had to sell cars for you on Thursday.
I didn't. Wait, I didn't.
Yes, we played the Animal Sound game.
Oh my goodness. Dude.
JFig beat Leroy in
How come
NBA
we never get to
Finals.
play this game when I'm here? I love that game.
You know,
You love an Animal Sound game?
Darko!
Love that game.
Darko Milicic propelled JFig.
Wait, Darko Milicic was an answer.
Darko,
And wait,
Darko.
there ain't no history in NBA basketball that will require me to pick Darko.
Could you imagine being Darko Milicic in the draft of LeBron, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh?
Hey man, first one to get a ring.
And wait, and pick before 4 of them.
Amazing.
First one to get a ring.
Oh man.
Imagine being the GM that picked you. Oh, that
I
was
mean,
Joe
he did win a championship the next year, so they got a little.
Joe Dumars, right?
I believe it was.
I think it was Joe Dumars. Yeah.
And he,
Listen, objectively, they had a good team. They had a,
totally
right,
but still,
but they were very similar to this Heat team.
add Dwayne Wade to that team. That'd be crazy, right?
Terrible. Oh, they're showing that reaction of Harden. Did you guys see this video of Harden?
Oh yes,
that was great. James Harden yesterday is at a wedding, and his lady catches the bouquet, and you could they zoom in on James Harden, and his eyes are like,
fear.
Oh no,
That is fear.
that's a man not ready to give up Astron.
Oh gosh. And you know what? Dead giveaway too. Dead giveaway.
I need to see those.
Gotta wear shades next time, Harden. Gotta wear shades.
We'll take
He's 6'6"
Oh.
with a gigantic beard. Like who? How many of those you got walking around?
Well,
Oh my goodness, his face.
Cats, we got this tonight, baby. We are going to roll in tomorrow with a 2-0 series lead. We are going to be celebrating some cat fever.
Huey
You can
Magoo.
hear that game tonight right here on 560 WQAM. Hawk, Crowder, Solana, they are live from Amarant Bank Arena. Get your rats ready as they will rain down again tonight. You'll hear all that action. We'll continue to party and get you ready for it. Game 2, Stanley Cup Final tonight here on WQAM. Go Cats! Good to be back. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
This is a monumental moment in my life.
It's a big word for me, dog.
Because who's going to get past Bob? Like, that's the real question. It's easy.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
The